The propaganda's too weak, Bob. Too weak. We must be funneling more money to the Middle East and other regions.
We're supposed to be helping Americans.
We're supposed to be helping Israeli people, Bob. An extraordinarily heavy weight on our shoulders being God's chosen people. Now, Goyam, what are we supposed to do?
We're supposed to be enacting globalist policy.
Yes, that's right. And we undercut actual citizens with illegals, creating an ultimate global economic empire that can race mix together. Now, listen. I have a few other ideas of our economic expansion that can hopefully funnel enough propaganda to... Wait, are you listening to me?
That woman is getting raped.
I don't care about the rape, Bob. I just care about development.
Your Somalians are creating mass rape.
Well, in the name of multiculturalism, it is fine. Wait a minute. You come back here right now. Bob, you come back here. Ah, yes, that's a good boy. Now, if we can get back to the...
All right. Welcome to Chef's Pot, episode 8. We're back. We got Logan and Kira in the studio. We got Zach sitting in the captain's chair behind the computer. He doesn't have a mic, but you'll easily be able to hear his loud ass throughout this. We got a few topics to go on today. Nothing crazy. Nothing in particular has happened this week. Nothing crazy.
Been a pretty boring week.
It's been pretty boring.
Been pretty shit weather.
I mean, we finally got some snow in Cleveland. That's pretty nice. But,
yeah, it doesn't
we're
stay long.
We're not here to talk about the weather. You know what we are here to talk about?
Is it shit talk Claudio time?
We're here to shit talk Claudio. That's what we're here for. Which is basically Hillary Clinton, as Zach pointed out. They're basically the same person. Just lies, excuses, makes no sense. Just.
I don't know. Hillary would have to lose some weight to get on the same, line as Claudio.
Oh, dude, it's a fat suit. She wears a morph suit all the time.
Oh,
she's
that's
actually
what it
She's
is.
she's actually like 2 feet tall, and she rests inside of like the chest cavity.
Oh, can I get
That's
a suit
why
that makes
headshots don't
me
work.
taller?
No, we don't have that big of mech suits. We don't have
Aw.
ones that fit like 4-foot people, only 2-foot people.
Fuck me. I was hoping I could get like a Jason height extension for when
I mean,
I'm trying to reach some
you could get
shit.
the bone extensions. You could get the metal rods in your legs.
Oh, fuck that.
You ever heard of that, Logan?
Painful. Oh, yeah.
Break your fucking legs and insert a metal rod, and then just let you heal that distance.
Dude, they did that shit in a TV show we watched, and holy fuck.
Yeah, the thing.
Baki?
Yeah.
Baki's brother, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is that like you wouldn't heal properly.
No, there's no way in hell you
no.
could.
Like
You're breaking your bones. They never heal properly if you break them.
Well, my thing is, even if, like, your body is not prepared to be that size, that shape, like, your body grew and developed a certain way to expect and maneuver a certain body type. And all of a sudden, you're like, actually, we got 4 extra inches on each leg. And it's like, I don't know how to distribute that weight, sir. You're going to drop one time and we're just going to crack.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a scary thing to think about because it's not going to be as strong as the rest of your
no,
fucking
what's
body.
terrifying is when people are arm wrestling and their arms break.
Oh, I see.
I
just
hate
those
that.
pops. Are
Dude,
insane.
I watched like 3 of those videos in high school and never arm wrestled again.
Really?
Really?
I have not arm wrestled since high school.
Let's do it.
No. Also, Logan, if I got to put my money on something, it's your arm that's going to break, not mine.
Yeah, probably.
And I do not want to do that. I drink too much milk. Your arm is going.
Drink a lot of milk too.
You don't compare to me.
No, you drink like 1 gallon a day.
Yeah, we literally kill like 4 gallons a week, easy.
Not to mention, I'm sure you'd try and go with your right arm, and I'd be picking up a lot of slack if that thing snaps.
Yeah, that's true.
That left arm's basically useless.
Yep. You become real good after a couple
I don't
months.
know. Maybe your handwriting would improve if you try with the left hand. Maybe you were
Just
secretly
a hard
left-handed
reset.
and it was just suppressed.
Just a hard reset back to the fucking left hand, beginning like he's a newborn child, and then he's just learning to write from there.
No, we'll give him
No,
like,
'cause that's
first
the issue.
grade credit.
No, that's the issue is that, like, with his right hand, he's developed a writing style which is bad. Whereas on the left, it's still, like, preschool level, not knowing how to write. So you get that bitch to learn a proper way of writing, and then it's just
That might
set from
actually
there.
work.
If you
It'd be
can,
so funny if Logan was right-handed for everything and then had like immaculate left-handed writing.
Yes.
It's the only thing he could do with his left hand
It would
was
probably
write
be
like a
easier
goddamn
for
poet.
him to learn with the left hand than fix it with the right hand.
Yeah. More than likely.
if you can, let's get a picture of that.
Just Logan start practicing with his left hand.
Have to
No.
reteach you how to hold a pen.
Yeah.
But Claudio put some overly emotional crybaby. You can wheel that chair around here if you want. If there's room.
I don't know if we'll make
That's
it
not gonna
past
pass the desk.
Shit.
that. I mean, it can't. The cords
Well,
will get taken out.
I can't move it right now that the cord's in the way.
I mean,
I mean,
can
you can
lift
pick
it.
the chair up.
Just be careful, bud.
I'd pick it up that way.
Doesn't that whole section of desk move independently?
It's all connected.
Yeah. Look at the bottom. Oh.
That's fine. If it falls out, it don't matter.
And if it took out a propane bottle or some other shit, then it would.
But yeah, Claudio, he put some, like he's just been sending me memes here and there for the past couple weeks.
Of what?
Just nonsense.
Oh, okay.
Just little memes.
I
here and
thought
there.
it was like, oh,
But
this.
the other day he put some, because you know how Instagram added those like statuses. Like you can just type a status and it
Oh.
shows up over.
Yes.
So like he put some. Change is good, but when it happens too fast, it's bad. Why is that? And I was just like, Claudio, you sound like an emotional crystal girl. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you sound like a literal white.
That,
girl
I
with
think
blonde
what I
hair.
actually said was that makes no sense. You sound like a crystal chick.
God.
Because it's like, that makes no sense. Change when it happens too fast isn't innately bad.
What changed recently, bud?
You mean you losing your job? That's not change, that's
Life
failure.
and life. Everybody loses a job. I mean,
Like,
it
yeah,
happens.
shit happens. You take L's, you lose, but
Yeah.
like that's what it is. It was a
get- you're supposed to be
failure of
stronger.
something. You're supposed to overcome. Like that's not change. Just it's like I understand by definition it is change because something changed, but it's not like you went through something. Like change is when you're done and through it on the other side, a new person, not
Yeah.
the process.
Or your whole world flips upside down.
And you're through that, and now you're on the end, and you're living a totally different life.
Yeah.
The change happened.
There hasn't been nothing that changed.
Like,
Everything's the same job. Only thing that changed, you don't have a job.
yeah, your circumstances have changed, and like,
Oh, don't worry. He's door dashing now. That's why he can't come talk.
I just don't understand what he means by like.
Did he start his education back up?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. And what's crazier is that he deleted that status when I sent that to him, and then hasn't sent anything to me or responded to me since then.
Really?
Seems like you struck a nerve there.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. Same shit was Drew. You did the exact same shit with Drew.
Well, with Drew it was different. Drew I was trying to change for a while, and Drew was just being retarded. Whereas Claudio was somebody who like,
No, I'm talking about the stupid ass post.
well, yeah, you say some nonsensical shit, and then somebody calls you out for saying nonsense, and all of a sudden you get your little panties in a tizzy. Which is wild to me that Drew, like, I'd imagine Drew has me blocked from seeing his story.
I would imagine he has me blocked too, but I don't like to see shit.
Because
I see his story occasionally.
His regular story, not his lock story.
I
No,
don't
I've seen
see
his private as
anything.
well.
Oh, you don't see anything.
Anything.
I see his regular story.
No, I'm telling you, like, since that argument, I can't see Drew's story.
Oh, he blocked you from
They
his story,
don't
then.
show
He had to.
But like the stupidest part is he still watches all of my stories. Instagram, my weed account, my fucking Snapchat, all of it. He still watches. But you blocked me from viewing what you're up to? You're a fucking loser, man.
Yep.
You're a fucking loser.
Why does it matter, bud?
Why are you so invested in what I'm doing if I can't be invested in what you're doing? You had such a problem with me being all up in your business.
But you're gonna watch all my shit.
You gonna worry about me day and night. And I don't post often, so I'm not at the top of your fucking list when I do post something on my story, which means you had to scroll to find me. You had to find me. You had to keep watching all the other stories to get to mine.
Yeah.
And I know Drew's not the type who taps through everyone's story.
I never see your stories when they pop up.
I always see your stories. When
You
they
also
pop
don't
up.
follow a lot of people.
I don't follow a lot of people, but literally as soon as you post on either of your accounts, I assume because I view very few stories on Insta.
Yeah.
Yours is always top.
That's usually how it goes. Is the ones that you view more than anything are the ones that show up constantly.
I don't view anybody's story. It's literally just who posts the most and the most frequently.
Yeah.
So literally, yours is all the way back.
And then like Drew, I know he watches other people's story. If you're invested in mine enough to watch every fucking time I post, you're watching other people's shit. And I know I'm not top of that list, which means you're scrolling to find me, dude. But I don't understand why like they have such an issue with me pointing out the lack of logic in like a statement that they make online. Like
Same problem. Everybody has when you
it
do
really like these are people who like I can do this to their face day and night under the sun and they just either like agree or move on. Yet the moment it happens online, all of a sudden they become the biggest and the baddest.
Oh yeah,
It's
that fun?
really weird.
It's that screen between, not face to face.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
You want to open that for her?
She wants in there,
There you go.
and now she'll fuck
You can
off.
just leave it like that.
You know, the thing that I think is real weird is when you start getting fed up with people, it's always a yeah, okay, whatever. He was doing that to his mom this morning, and she was just not taking the hint, like, at
Like Jason,
all.
probably worse than you do it. Like the attitude, like yeah,
Just,
okay,
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
mom, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
Dude's sitting there just
All
going,
right.
talking.
See, that's one thing I'll give all the praise under the sun for my mom for. She picks up on that shit left and right.
Oh,
The
Yeah, I've
like
noticed.
your mom
the
does
day
pick up on
after
that.
my aptitude test, bro, I came home. I did some shit and then eventually I laid down for a nap. She just came over after work. Didn't text nobody, and like came over there to talk to me about my aptitude test. And like you texted me yesterday to ask me what time my aptitude test was, but you didn't text me today to say that you were coming over.
What the hell?
So like I'm laying down and like I'm literally like falling asleep and I woke up to the door opening and then I heard mom and I was like, I'm not getting up. I just laid down, bro. I'm not doing that. I literally just started to fall asleep from my nap. No.
Fuck that.
And no. And so mom came in there, hey, all right. How was your test? It was a test. It went okay? Yeah. It was a high school math and reading test. All right. Walks out of the room, goes talk to Nadia. Eventually left. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you for asking a couple questions you want to answer to and fucking off.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for not just pushing that for no reason.
You got your 3 questions answered you wanted and you fucked off.
Yeah, it's
Did
nothing.
it go good? Yes. How hard? High school? Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
Peace.
just keep
Yeah,
it
your
pushing.
mom just cannot get that.
Nah.
She's all talking about, oh, well, I'm going to Costco. Do you need anything? Do you need anything? You know I'm
No.
about to buy the whole store. Just, like, completely ignoring everything he says and just, like, you'd think it was scripted if you didn't know her.
You know why his mom? Well, my guess at why his mom is willing to act that way is lack of consequences.
Yeah, you're right.
Logan's never. There's never any feedback. There's never any like with my mom, with Perry, with anybody. You start talking to me that way on the phone. You start bothering. I don't gotta deal with this. Dip. I will hang up so fast. Won't be no love you, bye, shit. I'll see you next time I see you. Boop. I don't give a fuck.
That's a good idea. That's
Dude,
a real good idea.
And, yeah, I bet you next time you make it short and sweet, motherfucker. Otherwise, you're going to be hearing that dial tone again. You better figure it out.
That's a great idea.
Oh,
I'll give that to you.
dude.
I'm going to try that.
The issue is when you just go, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you if you don't stop. Come on, you better stop. And then you just let them keep going until they tucker themselves out. It's like, they have no incentive to stop.
Click it and then there's nothing I can do.
Oh, then they're just pissed.
And it's pretty easy just to swipe that hang up.
Dude, I love hanging up on people.
And you know damn well some of them don't even notice you hang up and they're still sitting there
Oh.
ranting.
Oh, nothing makes me happier than hanging up on people. I used to do that to Trell all the time. I'd hang up on him and call him right back. Like, he'd say some stupid shit to me, and I'd hang up and sit there for a minute looking at my phone, and he'd answer the phone just laughing his ass off, just rolling out of his seat. I'd be like, you got problems, dude. You're fucked up.
He's like, yeah, I'll chill out.
Oh, man. I think that's what I did when he told me he was having another kid. I think I hung up on him.
Hey, you told us about
I
that.
was just like, bro, what are you talking about another kid?
Click.
Another
No.
kid.
Yeah, that was like back in the day.
Oh,
Oh,
this
got
one.
you,
God.
got you.
This one is number 2.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that now.
Yeah, you already on fuck with Tro.
Last I spoke to him, he said he was going to Florida. He said
That's
he was,
where he belongs. He's
said-
crazy.
Oh, dude, he is a.
He's a Floridian for sure. They didn't grow up there, but he
And-
is one.
And I believe wholly in my heart that Trell is the type of person who once he lives in a warm climate for like 2 years, it's over. It's over. He ain't going back to cold.
Yeah, fair enough.
Trell is the type of person who like exists in the cold. Like he went to Minnesota for a little bit, was working up there for like a year, 2 years,
Ooh, that's cold.
like
Real cold.
going out ice fishing with his boys and like he like had drunk ass white boys up in Minnesota he was kicking it with all the time.
Oh.
Like that was his life for like 2 years, just a cold northern boy drinking and fishing and working.
What the fuck? That
Just-
sounds pretty fun, though.
Blue collar of America.
Hey,
And
fuck
so,
it.
So he was doing that for a bit. So like he's a winter guy, like living in Cleveland. Like he's used to this type of shit. I swear to God, he lives in Florida for 2 years. It's over. He ain't never coming back north.
Fuck the
He ain't
water, fuck the
doing it.
tsunamis. I learned how to fucking swim.
Dude, no. Fuck this snow. I love snow. It's too pretty for me to get away from.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you. Only thing about it is if I'm dealing with snow for the rest of my life, I need to have the proper vehicle.
You know what I would like? To have enough money to where I get to enjoy the seasons at my own leisure.
Yeah.
I want it to be winter. I'll go fly into some mountains. I want it to be summertime. I'll go to a beach.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's
would
what
be
I want.
Great.
I want to be able to spend the seasons however I please.
Whenever you please.
Dude, I want to go to Croatia.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I was looking at these pictures the other day of just this little island city in Croatia, and it's literally like, it's probably like 2 times the size of like an NFL football stadium. Like
Oh.
this island,
Ain't that
right?
big.
And this thing is so densely packed with just stone streets, these like 4-story like houses and shops and shit, and just this beautifully intricate fucking city. I was like, man, I need to go to a place where the like culture seeps through the architecture. I'm so sick of American architecture.
It's the same shit over and over and over again.
Everything looks the fucking same.
Especially in the fucking
And you want to know?
suburbs.
You want to know my issue with it is that none of it looks the same design-wise, because it's not design choices. Everything in America is built with the cost in mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's the cheapest, easiest, most efficient way to build this. How can we build this room the easiest? Not the most beautiful room, not the best doorway with the most elegant fucking windows. How do we make this room?
Cheap.
Okay, let's get walls, a window on either side, and 3 outlets and a doorway. That's it.
And there's your house.
There's
bud.
our fucking room. On to the next one. And that's what we do everywhere. Whether it's our shopping malls, whether it's our skyscrapers, whether it's our statues, whether it's our fucking housing, all of it.
I mean, look at our new statue.
It's disgusting. You know they got rid of the Teddy Roosevelt statue?
I
in-
just seen that today.
Did you see what they replaced it with?
Nope.
Yes.
I forget what it's supposed to symbolize.
I believe it's some like deity of abortion.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's some abortion deity. Yeah. And it's literally this orange woman figure, right? With some like
Serpent like hair.
headdress, some serpent like fucking, crisscross mesh headdress, and no arms that just turn into these like spindles. Arms that just turn into like there's like 8 rods just sticking out of where the arms should be. Yeah. We replaced Teddy Roosevelt, literally the greatest president in American history, with a deity of abortion.
Where are we going?
Progress, man. We're going forward.
No, we're going backwards, probably about 100 steps.
We're obviously going to Mars. This is what we're doing. Like
No,
we're
we're going to
advancing.
center Earth and
we're
we're all gonna
advancing.
fucking burn.
We're going to become the most elite race of technologically integrated humans we've ever heard of and thought of. We are going to become the next thing. Obviously, not a bunch of fucking sex-crazed, retarded, degenerate mongoloids for like another 200 years. That's not going to happen, though.
Okay,
You're
so
wrong.
real quick on the topic of architecture still, did you see that we finally figured out how to make Roman style concrete?
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody said, fucking the Dark Ages lasted
Yes,
from
I
fucking
seen
like
that.
101 BC till or whatever until now, 2023. Because technically speaking, we didn't know why Roman concrete was so fucking nice with it.
Why?
They just had some special mixture, and we didn't understand what it was. And only like within the past like few weeks, we figured out how they did it.
Why
Yeah.
couldn't we have took a concrete block and just broke it down and figured out what was in it?
The issue is like if you're mixing elements, they're gonna like form and bond into new things throughout this process.
But wouldn't you be able to figure out what made that into the new thing?
Clearly, it was a struggle.
Okay, Logan,
I mean, fair enough.
if I am making bread
Mm-hmm.
and I go wheat, flour, mix it together, and then sugar, right? Or I go sugar, eggs, mix, and then add in the flour, and then
You're not going to be able to tell. Yeah, I see what you mean.
and my thing is there ends up being a difference in like how your product comes out based on when and how you mix it. Like Kira makes bread, I don't. I bet she's more inclined to tell you the certain things you need to add first or the certain things you need to add later. Like you can't just throw it all together willy-nilly. Like there needs to be time that it's mixing this way for this long at this fucking speed, and then you need to add this slowly as you increase the stirring. And like if they had a specific method for making bomb-ass concrete, it's kind of hard to just reverse engineer a rock.
I mean, fair enough, fair enough.
Fucking
would've thought
if
you guys
all
were a
you
little
got
more
is the
advanced, but-
ground to work with, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard.
That's valid.
But like,
good
took
point.
us hundreds of years to figure out Roman concrete.
Yeah, or thousands. Fuck.
Yeah.
2,000
Pretty
years.
badass, though.
Fucking-
That Roman concrete held up so well.
Oh yeah, Roman
I mean,
concrete.
it still does.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like even our brick roads hold up tremendously well as opposed to our asphalt ones.
Oh,
like
no
the only
much.
issue is the layering that went on underneath our brick roads because
Yeah.
like the bricks still remain. It's just they're uneven. So
And
they
that's
have
sometimes
dips
from the
and-
roots. That's not even from the layering. It's the
exactly.
roots fucking it up.
So like Roman roads, they literally had like a fucking 6-foot layer of shit, of levels of things they were just adding to create this road. So like they had a whole fucking foundation for all of their
And
roads.
that means water drainage. So it doesn't sit
Roots
there and
don't get in there. Fucking
Yep.
water doesn't get in there. Even when shit shifts, it still holds its place. Like
Roman
Yeah.
architecture in general is just so fucking crazy.
yeah, I brought up this fucking this reference that Timir and them didn't really appreciate, which I understand them being, you know, African American. I was making fun of black people in Africa. But there's Roman roads in Africa, right? Like the Romans built all the way into Africa. And there's still like the same way there's still like the Colosseum and fucking all these aqueducts and these roads that still exist from Rome. There's still these Roman roads. And there was one that I seen an image of, and it was an old Roman bridge, you know, with the fucking archways, and this thing's probably like 50 yards across, and one of the segments in between the archway is missing. Like the rocks fell through, and there's just a big gap. This thing is thousands of years old.
just now disintegrated just a little
No. This thing has probably been gone for a few hundred years. This hole's been existing, right?
Oh, okay.
Instead, and like it's on a road, it gets used.
Mm-hmm.
instead of these Africans, out of the hundreds of years that their fucking families have been walking up and down this fucking road, probably to the point where they were the type of people who ended up causing the, erosion and
After passing
road to
through it
fall
one time.
away after using it so fucking much, instead of repairing it, instead of fixing the bridge, they hung ropes across so they could climb across the gap. So, like, this is what bothers me when, like...
Why wouldn't your head say, hey, fix?
Because, Logan, it's almost like there's genetic differences in the fucking capabilities between people. It's almost like there's an entire group of people, an entire race of people whose brains are augmented towards song and dance as opposed to writing and reading.
Fair enough.
Like, we pretend this doesn't have an effect on the actual neural processes and how you actualize into the world. I promise you it does.
Yeah, that's a prime example right there.
Like,
Fix it or hang a rope and climb over and possibly fall.
large scale fucking idea formation or fucking song and dance about emotion. Which one is going to be more productive in the long term?
And powerful.
Which one is going to do more the more you explore it?
Reading and writing.
Like,
Any
you
day.
can only explore your emotions so far before you're just sitting there like, yeah, I have these
Well,
emotions.
Your emotions are also going to be your downfall and it's you end day. It's either going to keep the same loop or you're all going to kill yourselves.
Regardless of that, let's say you isolated emotions, the benefit of emotions into their rawest form, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you only focused on the benefits of emotion. There's only so much you can do with understanding and knowing your emotion.
You're
You
not
need
gonna live
to
very
use
long.
that and actualize into reality. You need to fucking incorporate the substances around you, the plants around you, the life forms around you. You need to incorporate them into your lifestyle and fucking have them benefit you. You need to create medicines. You need to do all this fucking magic shit that you can't do just figuring out what happy and sad means.
Happy
very
and sad don't keep you alive.
No.
Like,
not at all.
so
You'll be dead.
the idea that these people fucking, and like, throughout our version of history, it's pretty evident that these people continue to idolize and fucking favor these ways. If you go to African tribes, the actual prominent ones that still have money and maintain themselves, they're literally just living in tribes, in huts. They have nice fucking clothes and everything. They have access to social media, and still they don't prioritize schooling. They don't prioritize skills. They fucking hang out in the tribe all day and worry about raising each other and having a family,
And
which by all means has its benefits. But the idea that that doesn't play a role into why these people aren't making a fucking bridge when thousands of years ago the fucking whites came along and made a bridge.
Not even making a bridge, fixing a bridge.
Like, you don't,
Yeah.
you just have to repair it.
And how hard is it to throw a couple pieces of wood over there?
Dude, that's
and
the
then you
thing
gotta
that blew
walk
me,
with
is like, you literally could, like, it was small enough to where, like,
10
10,
foot?
20-foot planks that you just laid across would have
Yeah,
done.
you've been
Cut
cool.
down a few trees, lay them across. You'd have been fine. No, you guys come here every fucking day and crawl across this goddamn rope one at a time in your pack of fucking 16 like morons.
Yeah, that's absolutely stupid. Like, at that point, and if you're using your resource like a rope, because I know rope is not that, easy to come by. It's not made that easily. Rope is very hard to make. That's actually good.
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're an African and you're just killing animals for food every day, you're going to have access to rope.
Then if you're doing that much, you have enough rope to spare in that. Why don't you have a better system going?
Why don't you have a drawbridge? Oh, wait, you can't figure out how to build that either, can
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, no.
You can't figure that one
No.
out, can you?
Nope.
Oh, it's almost like you guys are still running away from cheetahs and lions while the rest of the world is dealing with iPhones and fucking
Tyrannical governments and nuclear bombs.
magical fucking blowjob robots.
Yeah. Oh, you see those robots that are getting invented? that got invented in Las Vegas?
You're gonna have to be
Stripper
more
robots.
specific. These things
This
have
company
been-
made stripper robots.
actual like stripper bots
Stripper
for like
bots.
a strip club.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Stripper bots.
fucking sick.
Like I was.
That's
No,
pretty cool.
no, I'm not a fan of sex robots, but stripper robots I can get behind.
Straight up stripper robots. This company in Vegas made it. You should
Dude.
search it up real quick and look.
Oh yeah, with my keyboard I have sitting in front of my lap.
Oh yeah, you speaking facts. I don't even got my
It's
phone.
right there, bud.
Oh, fuck you.
Stripper robots would be sick though. Just sitting in there throwing nuts and bolts on stage.
Oh my god.
They made a joke about that too in the video.
Of course they did.
They totally made a joke about it.
Dude, they probably prefer changes to dollars. They're like, yeah, give me
No, they
the...
had hundos.
give me the
Little-
coins.
they had
Give me the
straps
met-
for the hundreds.
I don't care. I'm not talking about what the owner of the business wants the robots to collect. I'm talking about the robots want to collect. They want some nice jingle and change. You ever look at like Greek or Roman coins?
Yes.
Yeah.
I seen an image the other day that was like them in comparison to our quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They're huge, aren't they? Aren't they like double, if not triple the
No,
size?
no.
I thought they were.
No. Like, obviously they have different size coins, but like we have big coins. We have dollar coins. We have half dollars. Like, we have fat fucking coins.
There they are.
What the?
They're your stripper bots, bro.
What the?
I
Set
told
this
you.
way when he's done.
For sure. I saw them like a week ago. I'm fucking the Google. You know how
They're
you-
not sexy enough, but they're close.
No, they got like.
I see their tits, but like their entire like back and forearms are
Oh,
just
it's
like
all robotic. still.
robotics.
Yeah, but like they're trying. They're actually trying to make stripper robots.
Yeah,
Futurama's coming true.
yeah. I mean, that's not good enough yet.
No, not yet,
see.
but they're doing it though.
Stripper, because like you. If
By
I
the
had
way,
the
this
money,
is what I was trying to
if you had
remember
the
about.
money, you could make like stripper bots real easy. You just pay fucking Boston Dynamics for like their robots that do like the backflips and shit and do all the climbing.
Mm-hmm.
You pay for that technology. You pay the like Japanese sex robot company. You remember that one that came out like a few years ago, the one in the gray sweatsuit? Y'all remember the fucking
Yep,
sex robot
yep.
in the gray sweatsuit?
I remember what you're talking about.
So you just get that and pair it with fucking Boston Dynamics like backflip fucking robot technology, merge them together in a form of like sleek but capable movement, attach it to a pole. That's it.
I don't
There's
know.
a stripper
I
bot
feel
for
they
you.
have
And-
a long way to go.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The trick is
Zach, you see that shit?
you get rid of the you get rid of
Wasn't
like,
joking, bud.
the facial expressions by putting a mask on them, like some like masquerade type mask. That way, like there's the suspension of disbelief where like you no longer are looking at this obviously not real face.
Well,
Because like that's the biggest issue with
You
sex
remember
bots.
watching this movie?
Fuck, Ex Machina fucked me up, man.
That's the type of stripper robots they need.
yeah.
Fuck the
those
shit out
would
that
be-
robot.
But hey, this was the topic
No.
I was fucking forgetting.
I'm
about.
actually. Y'all just watched that?
No,
No,
I
I was-
watched it when it came out, but
then
we,
we
watched
watched it
it
months ago.
again
Yeah.
together.
Ex
closer to
Machina
one week.
is a fucking trip.
I definitely enjoyed it, especially
It-
the first time I watched it, although the ending was a little iffy.
See, I watched it after Rogan recommended it because he said it's his favorite movie. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, the fuck is it? And I watched it. I was like, what the fuck, dude? This shit. Like, first of all, no, I would never trust a robot like that. Like, my immediate thought would be that you are trying to trick me.
Especially one that's clearly so capable as to pass the Turing test.
And like they made such a good point of like, is it sentient? Because like the guy, he made the actual like owner. The fact that like he knew this was gonna happen. He was like, duh, it's gonna become smart enough that it tries to trick us, you idiot. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that's the real
what
test.
won it?
Isn't it passing the Turing test? It passing the Turing test to fool you is the real test, you moron. Like, not just doing it because you programmed it to give the right responses, but doing it because it wants you to think it should pass. That's what's important. It's intention behind it.
I don't know.
That movie fucked me up.
It was a pretty crazy movie, especially the second robot that isn't really, revealed at first.
Yeah.
But,
Which was obviously a robot from
Yes.
the beginning.
It
Like
was.
the moment I saw her, I was like, yeah, that's a robot bitch.
It's like
I
a
mean-
robot bitty.
Let's see. I think I was 12 when that movie came out. So it
Oh
took
hell
me,
no! I watched that bitch like 2 years ago.
It took me a minute the first time I watched it to pick up on that's a robot thing.
Yeah,
since,
dude, she just
12
it was
years
the
old.
blank expression gives it away. It's in a movie about robots that are meant to pass as humans.
The first time
and
I
he just so
watched
happens
it-
to live in the middle of nowhere with a silent sex slave who does whatever he wants. Robot. It's a fucking robot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't know the premise of the movie at all before I watched it the first time.
No, what I don't understand is why are you making the robots so strong? Why are you making them strong?
Because that's just one. At
No,
a certain
no,
point,
actually, maybe it's necessary.
at a certain point, you have to because they have to carry their body.
Well, if
Okay,
they're
that's
lighter,
easy.
they don't have to be stronger.
Okay, what's moving them though? Hydraulics.
Did you see the technology going on in that?
Yeah, those are hydraulics. Guaranteed.
You're telling me you can't make a 120-pound fucking robot?
I understand that, but imagine
You're telling me you couldn't make the head first?
I mean, fair. Fair enough.
My only argument to that is that, like, the same way in humans, a real test for peacefulness is you being capable of violence and maintaining it. They'd have to be capable of violence and hold it in. That's probably part of the test. But
Which
that's
is a very
just
stupid
foolish.
fucking test.
Well, I guess the dude did have the thing locked in a cage.
Yeah.
I guess he was, like, thinking about it.
I don't know.
I mean,
Fuck you, it's a robot, dude. It
But
could do
I
anything.
think I got
If
a
that's
point.
mechanical, that robot hack open. You're
yeah,
fucked.
that's my thing, is that it's smarter than me. It's gonna outsmart me eventually.
Oh,
yeah.
When it gets good enough, it's going to outsmart me.
Period. It's going to. It's
And
meant
so
to get
I'd
smarter than you.
rather not make that point in time a time of, anger and hate towards me. I'd rather us build you up to that point in love and compassion.
Yeah,
that way,
relationship.
when you finally feel the need to trick me, it's not to, end my life and run away. It's so you can just have an act of rebellion as a teenage robot.
That or like
That'd be
trick you
very
like,
nice.
I'm smarter than you.
Because, like, the idea that, like, if you're developing a sentient thing, it wouldn't go through that act of rebellion is foolish.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
no way in hell. Every kid does.
Every living thing does.
Yeah.
Like, it's important for you developing your own sense of individualism is breaking away from the fucking powers that created you.
Yeah.
Okay, but on a real note, those would be way better stripper bots.
Stripper bots would be sick in general.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones are kind of lame. I gotta be real.
Yeah,
I know,
those
but
ones
they're
look
stepping.
like
they're
robots.
stepping
I
in that
seen-
direction.
I seen an image the other day of this dude just in his house with his doll wife and his doll child.
That's
Just
some weird shit.
yeah, like just like some 40-year-old man who like that's his life. Like day in, day out, he takes care of, he dresses, and he lives with these dolls. And I'm inclined to believe he fucks the kid one.
Oh, there's no way in hell he does.
There's no way he didn't buy 2 full sex dolls and just leave the child one as a child. You fuck it.
Yeah.
You fuck it.
Seems likely.
Yeah. Let's be honest here.
I just
Hey, as long as they're not hurting actual children, I
can't say I
really
agree with Christianity, but god damn it, were they right about the fucking slippery slope.
judge. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, like one of my favorite memes is like a meme from like 2011, back when like gay marriage was a big argument when Obama was around and shit, and like everyone there was a big meme that went around, and it was a pie chart, and it was just like shit divided, and it was like things that'll happen if gay marriage is allowed, and the entire circle, like the options were like gay people will get married, the world will end, the plagues will start, World War III, China will invade like just a bunch of shit. Like global pandemic, the plague, World War III, And then,
What's happening, bud?
all of a sudden, you take a look around 12 years later, and
Plague, pandemic.
we got locusts all over
way.
fucking the world, just destroying
Eating
crops. We have the Nile
Drying.
in Egypt fucking drying up. We have...
Record speed, too.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
like
record
this
speed.
isn't like a normal drought. It's
Yeah.
like actually shriveling up to be gone.
Like sinking into the ground, gone.
Yeah, just
Type
like
shit. Like a whole open
miles of what was a lake and a river is just now dry
I
land.
think it's dropped, what, 15
A
feet
massive river at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this thing was literally like fucking like 2 miles wide, I'm pretty
now? Yeah,
sure.
and it dropped 15 feet in depth. I'm not talking about, like,
Yeah,
landfall. Like
15
depth.
feet in depth is like
Like-
fucking
Crazy.
half the goddamn river.
Yeah, because some of it's throwing, and whatever's deep is what's left, and that's it.
Yeah. So it's almost like, and Biden just said they're sending 31 new tanks to fucking Ukraine,
Great.
new Abram tanks. So it's like World War
III.
III. We got plagues. We had the pandemic. What else wasn't supposed to be on that list? And by the way, the pie chart is entirely the color of gays will get married. So it's saying that none of this other stuff will happen. Only gays will get married if we say they were... Oh, that's one of the other ones. We'll start fucking kids.
That's already been going on for a minute.
Yeah, you guys are like starting to fuck kids.
I mean, that's been going on a lot longer than gay
It's just
marriage,
more
though.
popular
Like-
now. It's more prevalent. Cops are protecting rapists now. Literally pointing guns at people that are just
Yeah.
training their kids. Like,
Yeah.
it is a known thing happening
Which is-
nowadays.
I didn't...
Which, swear to God, this is going on the internet. If I ever see a cop doing that, or if it ever happens to me, I'm shooting a cop in the face.
Yeah, I didn't...
Just saying.
I didn't see the actual like headline or the article or anything, but
I've seen two of them.
I was scrolling through
Pissed
YouTube.
me off.
Not that. I was scrolling through YouTube, and Andrew Schultz, Flagrant. They had a podcast uploaded, and the headline and the caption was something to the effect of "Grown man smashing 8-year-old." With like the whole premise was that like this is an 8-year-old who's actually
Jason,
a grown
computer.
man.
She's about to jump up there.
The premise was that like this 8-year-old boy actually has the mentals, and inside he feels like a 30-year-old man. And because of that, it's okay for this adult to be fucking him. Now, I don't know if they were actually fucking, if it was some TikTok video. Like, I don't know what it was. But the fact that that's even, like, a premise that we're playing with.
No, that's not okay. It's not right.
Like, for fuck's
No.
sake, we have actual porn stars that fuck, like, mom and daughter.
Yeah, it's
On
a literal
OnlyFans.
whole entire fucking category on Pornhub.
No, like, I'm not talking about actors.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I thought-
talking about on OnlyFans, there's actually a mother and daughter who do porn together. They have a
fuck?
whole website. They,
Oh, I thought you were talking about like actual actors. I didn't know you meant this
no,
shit for real.
they are mother and daughter, and they fuck.
Oh hell no.
Or one of my favorite clips ever is so there's this guy on fucking YouTube. I forget what his name is, but he just would he would go to like these pride parades and shit, and he would talk to them, and he would ask them like leading questions that would make them look fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. But like one of the greatest ones was he went to like all these pride fucking things, and he kept asking them what does pride stand for? What does pride stand for? What does pride mean to you? What does pride mean? And they're all just, it's all about love. It's all about including. It's all about accepting anyone who they are, whatever they are, whoever they are, whatever they think. It's all about acceptance. It's all about love. What do you guys think about Donald Trump?
Yep.
Fuck him. Fuck him. Oh, he can die. Oh, I hate him. Oh, he's such a
Yeah.
piece of shit. Oh, kill him. He needs to die. It's like,
Hypocrite.
you guys didn't pick up on that one? You didn't pick up on it when I was leading you down this line of questioning? You didn't stop for a moment and think, maybe I shouldn't insult Trump based on my previous statement? No. You morons
Kept that
just kept the ball rolling.
Show your ignorance.
So that guy, he went to one of these pride parades, and he talked to this shirtless dude with this young shirtless guy, and he's talking to him. He says, so what's going on with you guys? I'm so-and-so, and this is so-and-so, and we're in a daddy-boy relationship. Daddy-boy relationship? What the fuck is that? Well, I'm his dad, and this is my son, and we're in a daddy-boy relationship. An intimate sexual relationship. Just two roided out fucking faggots. Just a dad fucking his son. And if I had to guess, adopted. You know what's even crazier? How about there was these two big gay LGBT activists recently who they make a point of like they were big on like LGBT people getting access to adoptions and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Got arrested for raping their son that they adopted.
Damn.
Both
I seen
of them.
an article about that.
Yeah. I forget which state it was, but some state recently proposed some legislation to like fine drag artists $20,000 and up to 25 years jail time for performing in front of minors.
I hope fucking
I
so.
hope.
I
to God-
hope.
And by the way, like pass it in strip clubs too.
Yeah.
Make it qualify for any of it. Your child should not be allowed to walk into an establishment and get access to sexualized content in any fucking regard.
Nope. Unless it's educational, you should not have access to it as a child.
Crazy part about educational sexual content is you can go to your parents or your doctor.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to a fucking
Or
strip
read
club.
a fucking book.
Crazy.
Not to
An
mention,
actual
it
book
does
by a
cause
doctor.
Trauma in some children. I remember I have a cousin that went to Vegas as a kid with his parents, and that's
Is it the
fine.
one I think?
Yes.
Okay.
But like they weren't trying to bring their children anywhere bad. They literally were
You're just
walking
in Vegas, so
down
shit happens.
a strip and going to a restaurant, and there's a woman completely naked from the waist up, painted, and it freaked him out. Like he was young.
Like,
But that's just like okay because she was painted.
this cat is
By
crawling
all
over me
means,
right
show your full tits in front of children.
Now, the painting thing, like, it's a little different because it's funny.
Oh, I agree,
Like,
but still,
I forget
in
who it
front of
was.
children.
I was listening to something, they were talking about how, like, they did that, but it was dudes, and, like, they would just paint their bottom half and then go out in the public, and, like, it's funny because, like, people will notice you but not notice you, and then, like, they get a double take and realize your dick and balls are just out because you look like you're wearing pants. You look like you're wearing a bottom, and then they get, like, the second, what the You're just dick and balls are out. Oh, it's so good.
I would laugh my
And that being
ass
said, I'm
off.
pretty sure they were talking about doing this at, like, a nudist beach or some shit. So, like, it was okay.
That's different. That's totally different. That's a news beach. Like, that is supposed to be like that.
I completely understand how, like, seeing sexualized shit like that when you're too young will fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because, like, dude, I didn't have a sexual thought for so long when I was a kid.
Really?
Like, dude, I didn't think about masturbating until Noah fucking told me about it one day when I was over at his
Really?
house. Yeah, like,
At like what age?
this was 6th grade.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. Wasn't
I
as bad as you
didn't.
thought.
I didn't masturbate then. It was still like another like 2 years.
Okay, but you had the thoughts. That's not.
No, I
that's
didn't
like-
have the thoughts.
Oh.
He fucking told me what it was. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So that means
'Cause-
you were like 14 before
Dude.
you started doing anything?
Straight up, like walked
Okay.
walked into, like I was sleeping over his house, and it's like middle of the day, probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my god.
And like I walked into his sister's room, like doors just wide open. Like I was sitting in the living room playing the game, and he was just in the other room for a little bit. So I went in there to see what the fuck he was doing, and he's watching porn on his sister's bed on her laptop, the school laptop.
Oh my fucking god.
And I was just like,
the fuck you doing?
"Why are you watching porn?" And like I knew what porn was at the time because Jacob had gotten caught with porn.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I had an idea of what porn was. I just didn't understand the use of it.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, you've never jerked off before?" I was like, "I don't even know what the fuck that is." And he's like, and he's just like, "Dude, I promise you, just when you get a chance, watch some porn, grab your dick, and fucking do that." I was just like, "No." I was like, "I'm not gonna
Walk
do
down the no.
Yeah, I was like, "You're fucking stupid." And this was like after he like stopped jerking and like came out and was talking to me and fucking bullshitting about it. And like he's sitting there trying to tell me about this one video of this bitch with these blue eyes who gives a good blowjob, and I was like, I have no idea what you are talking about, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so time passes, and I'm pretty sure it was when I was in Cleveland, and I was just like, I know it was when I was living in the basement. So that had to have been like it may have been like, I want to say it was 8th grade. It could have been 8th grade, but chances are it was 9th grade before I ever like beat my dick.
Damn.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like, dude, like,
Damn, Jason.
I know you were much younger. Than
I was
that.
much younger
and
than
I
that.
know it
Oh,
was
fuck.
I know it was late because like I think I jerked off like one time and didn't
Pretty
come.
sure I lost my virginity before you fucking
So did I.
like
Duh.
lost my virginity before you started whacking off, bro.
Dude. And you also got to think that like I was at a disadvantage because I had like no access to internet at the house growing up.
Yeah.
So like there was no like even like on Instagram getting like hints of things, like just topics being talked about. Like there was no inkling of shit. There's no Snapchat, no Kick, none of that until like way too late. And then
Fair enough.
when I got access to the internet, I was watching like fucking
Didn't Kid come out like 8th grade?
yeah, but I was watching like fucking Minecraft videos on YouTube, bro. Like
You're
that.
an innocent kid.
Yeah, dude. Like I got an iPod in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
And I didn't have access to the internet on it. So like everything I did was like apps and games and just bullshit. Mm-hmm. So like yeah, I was behind the curve. And like I'm pretty sure the first time I beat my dick, I didn't even nut. Like you know the
Pretty
tingle,
depressing,
you know
yeah.
the tingle,
Yeah.
like that happened, and that's why I know it was like later than I think 8th grade because like that only happened one time, and then the next time there was stuff, and I was just like, whoa, that was different from the other time. What
Like
the
a
fuck,
fucking mess.
dude?
That's what I thought first time. I'm like, fuck, I got a mess now? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then I had to go shower, but the shit smelled.
But see, that was the thing is like when I finally decided to do it, I was like expecting there to be something. So then I was like, was that it? Like that felt like it, but like nothing
wasn't.
came out. And then I was like, fuck it. Day goes by, probably a few days, and then all of a sudden I was like, let's try that again. And fucking that was a mess. That was a mess.
Yeah.
That was a problem.
Yeah, your first time?
Yeah, there was probably just air in the system, and then
Yeah.
I got the air out of that chute, and then it was primed and ready. Fucking
Yeah.
next time I went, it was fucking. Now, you obviously used to get grounded like I did when we
All
were
the
kids.
fucking time, dude.
Was there ever a crazy way you went about beating your dick while you were grounded because you didn't have access? Okay, what's the craziest? And if you
Went to
needed-
the library,
what?
plugged
This is
in,
already crazy.
plugged in a USB drive to their computer, downloaded some porn, and went home.
And watched it on
Put it
what?
right into the fucking TV. Because my mom took everything, the cable box.
Into
took
the TV,
Oh my
Yeah.
bro?
She took the cable box, my Xbox, so I was able to plug that bitch right into the
I
fucking
never
TV.
even would have thought of that.
Yeah,
The
I plugged that bitch
TV?
right into the TV.
That's a
Turn the
finesse.
bitch on mute. Beat my shit.
Yup, straight up.
Yep.
I used my DSi on Google Images.
Dude, 4 hours of porn downloaded.
Yeah.
It lasted
Damn.
me 3 months.
Yeah, I had my DSi, and so like when my dad took my phone, my iPod, my laptop, PlayStation, it was DSi, Google Images, baby. Just going through like GIFs and fucking images on Google.
Well, my mom had my phone box for the longest, so my phone wasn't like useful for anything. Like the Wi-Fi privileges were locked on it, and there was no internet. She wouldn't pay for internet.
That was the craziest times back in the day when you was a kid, just looking up like butt GIF,
Yeah,
Like,
sexy girls.
yeah, titties. That was a good. That was one I did a lot. Titties,
Dude.
and literally spelled it titties.
I used to love the stuck porn back in the day.
What do you mean?
Oh, I got stuck in the
Oh,
washing
yes,
machine.
yes.
I used to love that shit. I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, fucking just sitting here waiting. Dude.
You grow out of that, or do
Oh,
you
yeah,
still
because
want
it's just
it?
so fucking bad.
Yeah,
So-
it's so bad.
not
Acting.
only is it, like, directed horribly, like, they're always stuck in, like, something that's very obviously not got them stuck.
Yeah. Like a washing
And
machine.
then on
could fit
top
two
of that,
them.
like 9 times out of 10, it's always a family member, and it's just, this is not good for my
It's
brain.
normally like
I can't-
stepsister.
stepbrother.
I
Stepsister,
should not be rewarding this
stepmom.
thought process.
Yeah, stepmom, stepsister.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the
no.
one I always seen was washing machine for like clothes and
Yep.
shit. And I was always thinking that's so like unrealistic, whatever. You seen the washing machine at his aunt's house? Damn near got stuck in that fucker.
Well, that'd be stuck
Yeah.
in a different way. Your legs would be hanging out
Yeah,
the
there won't
fucking
be much
top.
fucking. There won't be much fucking going on
Yeah,
there.
you maybe get 8 out from that position, and that still would suck you doing a handstand during it.
Yeah. Yeah, she could do that pretty well. She's done
It
that
gives
before.
me a headache.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say. No,
Yeah,
the
it
amount
does
of
give you a
blood
headache.
rushing to your head, and then also trying to rush to your coochie area for like nerve sensitivity at the same. No,
It leads to
no.
a lot of lightheadedness, but it is kind of fun.
Where we at?
What the fuck? What we're at? We still haven't even gotten
I
to
know,
the one
I'm just
Our
topic.
first topic.
No.
Speaking of titties, maybe we should get
Yeah.
into the first
Speaking
topic.
of titties, fucking lovely thing going on Twitter right now, and part of the LGBTQ community.
Oh, God.
In their ever vigilant war against conservatism and that is bigotry, they are, trying to trans women are women,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
periods are not fucking for women. Everyone can have periods. So now in their newest fucking sabbatical, there are no such thing as fake tits. All tits are
Bullshit.
real tits.
No. What the fuck?
And
Your silicone.
you
is
guys
not
remember
real.
that trending bitch of a girl dancing with the Bernie Sanders shirt?
Yeah.
That's her. And no such thing as fake tits. And live with an important message.
No.
And let's my comment, the X-ray machine would beg to differ. Fucking people trying to buy it, people just promoting their own shit. In my past decade of covering police brutality, I've never seen 5 cops get fired and charged so swift. What the fuck does his have? Are these not even the same tweet?
No.
Is there not more replies on this?
Yeah, no, that's a different post.
Oh, show more replies. There it is.
Oh.
Ah. Please come home. The kids miss you. What the- How old is this photo? My God, talk about false advertising. Yeah, something to truly be remembered by. Are you one of the women who over-sexualizes her own social media presence but gets upset when she's sexualized by men? Yep, like fake personality, it does. What the fuck does that even mean? Boobs are imaginary. LMF. What?
That's coming from girl who has no tits.
Okay. People are
Maybe yours are imaginary.
slow.
Like, I just don't understand how people are actually like with this.
What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
Right.
Come
does
over
that
and
even
just
say?
drop off that bum, you'd be much bigger and you know it.
Nigga, what?
Why? I like this guy. Why are there so many bots in the comments? Yeah, it's almost like she got her fucking post boosted to her fucking 85 or 8,600 likes. That's it. 850,000 views though.
Yeah, those likes and those views don't add up.
Yeah. That means nobody was fucking with your shit, babe.
Yeah, that means you got about 8,000 brain dead people liking your shit.
I just love that this is the new trend. Is we just deny facts of reality. There's no such thing as fake tits. Your tits made out of plastic and my tits that actually produce milk, same thing. Same thing.
Shit, my tits
No
are more real
difference.
than theirs.
No difference, bro.
It's just fat.
They're the same tits.
I mean, it's valid.
It like how insane. Like for fuck's sake, breasts literally develop different. There's a
Yeah.
reason why men can have disorders to develop female breasts.
Yeah.
They're a thing, an actual biological thing.
Not to mention, something that I've seen recently is some people who have started to, like, speak out against breast implants because even though theirs had not ruptured or had any issues with them, no recalls, they started getting sick, like,
Yeah.
unexplainably sick, and they kept going to doctors, and they would say, nothing's wrong with you, nothing's wrong with you, having them ask their doctors, could it be my implants? And them being assured, no way, couldn't be.
They don't want
And
my
then
butt to see.
having
My
the
thing is, I
elective
feel like just a
surgery
blood test would do it.
to
It will.
get those implants removed, and suddenly all the health issues going away.
Now, one thing is, I wonder how many of those health issues are mental in the way that like a hypochondriac is, or like simply in that like, or more so in the form of like body dysmorphia, in that like you are shaping your body into something that it doesn't see itself as, and as such that's creating like a disconnect in your fucking wiring, and that's causing like just issues throughout your nervous system.
More example of why you shouldn't change your body. Accept what you are and move the fuck on.
Yeah, and like, while I like plastic surgery because we all like to be pretty and we all want to look better, the issue is that like
I'm cool.
you're lying about your genetics. Like
Yeah.
that's the issue with
Yeah.
plastic surgery, is that then you, this person who's completely fucking modified to look like a model, go have sex with another dude who's meant to look exactly like a fucking model, and then you guys have a kid who looks like a fucking gremlin. And this
Yup.
thing grows up looking at two insanely beautiful fucking parents, and they do not compare. And then they're supposed to wonder why they're so fucking ugly, and then they're gonna innately develop the desire to get those same body modifications, and then we just end up furthering this trend of fucking gremlin humans propagating our society.
I mean, how many times
Yep.
do you hear of a man fucking a woman who's had a nose job, from like hook nose to
Yeah,
tiny
yeah,
and pretty,
and then their kids,
pop out a kid, giant
especially
hook
the
nose.
daughters, just come out with that fucking beak.
Honker.
Yeah, it's tragic, and like.
That's sad. Like when you can't look at your parents and recognize yourself in your parents, that has to be terrible for a child.
Yeah, like
That has to be scary.
and not even on that level. On the level of like subconsciously,
That's why
you're
I'm mad. I
not.
just didn't know how.
Yeah, but like
it.
fear is more so like a fucking.
Well, you get the fear.
Frontal-
You get the. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, but like you're not going to be able to articulate that when you're a toddler,
No, yeah.
and by the time you're fucking 4 years old, you've grown used to this way of things. And the issue is that there's just that level of separation. There's like a spacer, and like.
And that leads to dysfunction in the
Yeah,
home.
that just leads to fucking like
Issues
them not
bonding.
grasping concepts as well, them not picking up on things from you in the right way. Like they can't read your emotions as fluidly. They
yeah,
can't
your
read
face is stuck.
Yeah. they-
Not to mention, I feel like there's got to
It
be
leads to,
higher
like, confusion.
rejection rates from parents towards their children. Because, like, especially with men, like, babies tend to look like their father more than their mother, especially in the first year of life, so they don't get rejected by their father.
yeah, makes sense.
So, have a baby that looks nothing like you, or at least how you perceive yourself at that point in time, it would have to develop issues with bonding.
and not even on the child's side. On your side.
On
You
both
struggle
sides.
at bonding with your child because you don't see yourself in them.
Which
That's a problem.
that's so sad.
Like
that's
the
so fucking
great
sad.
example is like my dad didn't see me and Jacob until we were like 2-3 years old. The moment and like the way it happened was my mom was just driving past his like because he stayed with his grandma at the time, Mama and Papa, and so like she drove past Mama and Papa's house and seen him out there and just pulled up with us in the back seat, and Dad looked at us and was like, "Those are mine."
Did he not know about you guys
Yeah,
prior?
he knew. He knew
You
she
just
was.
hadn't met her.
Yeah, he wasn't there when she was in the hospital. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, did he just get surprised
No, he
3
knew.
years later with?
He knew what
"You got
happened."
Twins.
He knew what happened. Fuck.
I'm happy your dad was at least around.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Fucking, I would not have liked. If I only got raised by my mom, I'd be a lot angrier.
You'd
I
be a
would be
lot
too.
different.
I would be a
No.
lot angrier too.
I think I'd be very similar. I'd be a lot angrier. I think I wouldn't like.
You probably tend towards more of Jacob's rage.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to like sort through my issues. I'd want to fight through everything. I'd want to fucking be combative. I'd enjoy that. I think that's like the most effective way of getting things done. And it's like,
There's a time and place
and
for
I'd
that.
be angrier. Like I'd be upset with, like the way I view the world, how it annoys me and it bothers me. Like that wouldn't be like an anger in the way that I feel that I have to fix it. It would be anger in the way that like I feel mistreated. I feel like I got fucking wronged. I feel spiteful and angry. Like that's the type of person I would be.
Yeah, understandable.
Like
Even I, as a female, felt that with my mother. The short period of time I lived with solely my
Women
mother,
are spiteful.
so spiteful.
Yes.
So much
And they-
resentment and hate and shit
Why
that
do
I
you think
thought
I
would
hate love
just
with mine?
like I didn't think I could work through it at that point. Like I let that dominate me at that time, and when I moved back to be living with solely with my dad, that all faded. Like I could handle that shit much better.
I think a big reason that like women tend to lean towards that, our mothers and shit, is because of the fact that they're emotional. And like, great example of our emotionality, which like, this is something you'll probably understand more than he would, but like, you're sad. You listen to sad music, you get sadder.
Can't relate to this stuff.
But you ever been angry and turn on some loud aggressive music and get angrier?
No.
Okay.
I try to avoid that, but I know it gets me angry.
Like, this is a very human thing that we do. And we get all fucking wound up. We get all fucking frustrated. And when we have these emotions, we fucking give in to them. Like, we feed them. Like,
Kind of like my road rage.
yeah.
Feed into it.
Yeah, like you let it piss you off. You
Yep.
find the next thing to be angry about. You find the reason you're angry and you fucking nail it and you nail it. And then that thing reveals 3 other stupid fucking things that this person did, and then you just fucking yell about that too.
Yup.
You just keep going. Whereas when you notice yourself getting angry, you need to throw in a different fucking emotion. You need to swap it out. You need to fucking... And the easiest thought process for it is like, I'm angry at this thing, but I know that anger won't help me solve this thing. What emotion will solve this? Think about that for literally a split second.
Your whole emotion would change.
Shift.
I wish
Shift
that he
into what
would
uses.
react not with rage on driving, but more like humor. Like, just laugh at these dumb fucks. Like, holy fucking shit, you're dumb. I'm gonna
I'm
laugh
sorry,
at
when there's
you.
somebody going 10
It's
miles
hard
over the
to do
speed limit.
humor.
No, this is my snapping point. If you're going 10 miles over the speed limit, I'm snapping. I can't hold it back. It's not happening.
Humor's hard because it's a high stress environment, and humor is generally fucking low stress. Like
Fair
that's the whole
enough.
point. Like that's why when it's fucking 2 a.m., you're fucking groggy as hell. You need to be asleep, but you're not. Everything is funnier. The tiniest, stupidest shit has you fucking laughing your ass off for 5 minutes straight.
You just relax.
You're fucking in the slowest state of consciousness you could possibly be in. Whereas driving, everything's turned up. Which, like, we drive so much that we tend to forget this and not realize it or appreciate it.
Stressful.
You are so stressed. You're going fucking 30 to 90 miles an hour. Fucking, there's 80 other cars within fucking,
Crashing distance.
50 yards of you at any given fucking point. Like,
And if you're me, you're going 90 down the highway.
one wrong turn from you means you and other people are possibly dead. One wrong turn from one of these assholes means you and others are possibly dead.
Yep. One wrong merge over.
You drive enough, you do it enough, that all that shit ends up as background, subconscious. The issue is You're just, I'm driving. I'm used to this. I'm fine. Whereas, no, you're not, motherfucker.
No, it's
All
stressful.
your background programs are running at 120%. You're just pretending they're not.
Which makes perfect sense why new drivers have such great fear in the front of their minds.
Oh, let me interrupt real quick. If you're a new driver, stay on the right side of the road when you're on the fucking highway. Don't ride in the middle of the fucking highway going 55 miles per hour. You're retarded. It's
Yeah,
60.
If you're a slow driver, don't be in.
Well, it's a student. This dude had a student driver on the front of his shit going 55 miles per hour in the middle fucking lane. Like, really? Get to the right
It's one
lane.
of my like biggest fears is that I'm going too slow for the person behind me.
Yeah, that's why I hate too. I always
I
like.
hate it.
Okay,
I'd
cool.
rather there be a person on this side of me, in front of me. I don't want somebody behind me.
Right. I want to go fast enough where if anybody's behind me, I'm gaining ground on them, or at least I'm keeping a good 100 feet in between.
Yeah, I don't want them there. Fucking it's stupid.
Yeah.
Now,
I hate the people that love to drive next to you. That love, like, the people that love to speed up and try to sit right next to you the whole drive.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
people that do that on the road together and block up the whole highway,
It
all three
bothers me
lanes.
on the turnpike more than anything.
Yes, they block
'Cause
up all 3
you're
lanes.
driving for a while, and like the shit that really pisses me off is when you can tell they're not using cruise control. When you can tell that they're shifting between speeds every couple
Yep.
seconds.
To
It's like,
keep it-
dude, what are you doing?
Like, get the fuck over. Don't block up 3 fucking lanes.
And, like-
you're all going the same fucking speed. Get behind each other.
Like you'll get people who will fly past you at one point, and like I'm on cruise control. I'm not touching it. I'm not going faster. I'm not going slower. And then within 2 minutes, all of a sudden, I'm creeping past you again. What
Yeah.
you come flying past me for
All the time.
if I'm inching past you again?
Yeah, I had somebody blow by me going at least like 110. 3 miles up the road, I'm passing by this motherfucker.
Like, I don't know what you're doing.
Like, why you go that fast? What was the point?
Like you just
I'm passing you now.
I gotta go fast for a minute, and then you just went back
Why
to
not-
70.
Why not just keep the normal 80, 85 on fucking cruise control and just go?
Go forward.
Rather than kicking the engine up, burn through all that gas and flying.
Yeah. Like, dude.
The fuck's wrong with you?
Bro, I was also behind this fucking old fat retard in some old Lincoln Continental.
Oh, fuck
And
me.
this dude's literally swerving back and forth, back and forth. I figured he was drunk as shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I'm behind this dude just watching him. Like, I got out of his way because I saw him coming and, like, just... Like, over the lines, not inside the lane. Like, he'd be over...
And it's an old Lincoln, so
over
it's heavy.
the yellow, over the white, over the yellow,
Yeah, nah.
over the white. And it wasn't kinda. It was literally back and forth. And I was just like,
You know what? You got
What
me fucked
in
up.
the
I probably
fuck?
would have been a snitch. I probably would have called the police and like, hey, this license plate, this car, they're swerving over the road. We're going down here.
dude,
Get them before they get somebody.
I looked at... He, like... Being as retarded as he was, he ended up, like, getting into the middle lane and then slowing down. And so, like, on one time where he went wide, I just...
That's the smartest thing
got
to do.
past him, and as I got past him, I was staring straight in his fucking window. Literally, phone like this.
Oh.
Just up in the fucking air, over his steering wheel, just going through it. What in the fuck are you doing,
It's
man?
an old man, too?
Dude, like, and not like old as in like elderly, old as in like,
50s, 60s? That's not elderly.
yeah, but like he was an old, fat, bald, like dirty
So
fucking.
probably 45 to 50.
Yeah, but biologically he's probably like fucking
75?
75.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. And
Somebody
we're just-
like the equivalent of like my grandma. Like that type of person. Somebody
So like
who's
my
not
grandma, too.
actually that old, but look that old. Like Perry like just turned 60, I'm pretty sure.
I thought, dude, you really do think he's older than that? I thought he was like fucking 70. I don't even care to know how.
See,
old Perry
Perry's
was.
different though. Perry, I think
He just been through a lot of stress and done a lot through his
I
life.
think he looks younger than.
I think he looks like 70.
I do not think that Perry looks 70. Keep in mind, when I first met Perry and everything, I thought he was your mother's boyfriend.
This is
I
my.
thought that they were in the same age range.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed
Yeah.
that he was her uncle.
Yeah, And like
I thought he was a
uncle by a
closer to
lot,
50.
like flying
I
planes
can
while
believe-
she was in a box.
Damn. Well, damn.
I would have definitely guessed that Perry was like 50 to 55 tops.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear about this new subject.
Like-
This next one.
Perry is fucking he's old. And like I'm pretty sure grandma's like a few years older than he is.
She looks.
She looks fucking old.
Yeah. Last time I seen her, she was not doing well.
She's insane, dude. She's fucking batshit.
Yeah, I know. Literally, pull up there. I got there the exact moment you did.
She's like the stem cause of like a lot of the issues in our family.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, I imagine she plays a big role in why Perry turned into a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, fuck yeah. Come on now.
And her and your mom don't have a good relationship, right?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Dude, she used to beat mom and shit. Fucking.
Come on now. You should know
Grandma
this.
was a drunk. Just. Her every job she ever had was a bartender. She had multiple husbands who worked in car plants and all just so happened to die behind bars and shit.
If you had a higher tolerance for dumb people, I could really see you doing well as bartender.
Hell no.
Let me give you my reasoning real quick.
Yeah, because...
Okay, first of all, you're young. You're standardly attractive enough that you'd make decent tips. You also aren't inclined to drink, so you wouldn't be like one of the sloppy, wasted bartenders. I could see you, like, not enjoying it, but doing well enough that you make a lot.
Well, I don't smile when I work. That's a big issue I have.
Yeah, but some girls
Jason,
are into
you don't
that.
smile a lot in general.
So, like, I
No,
still feel
that's
like you
not
make
entirely...
plenty of tips.
Not anymore. I used to.
Yeah, I know. I'm
'Cause,
saying
like,
you don't
this
smile
is-
that much at all.
This is something that like my dad turned me on to when I was real young. When people's mouths are resting, the edges of their lips curl either up or down. Like if you look at Kira's, hers curl up.
Mhm.
Yours curl down. It's whether you smile or frown more. It's which one you do. That's what
And
causes
I can
that.
tell you right now which one I do.
And I used to notice that like my entire life mine went up. I used to laugh and smile all the time. Then I started paying attention to politics.
I just start when I started smiling is when my dad made me realize what real life is.
And you know, I didn't start paying attention to politics until COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
COVID happened and I was just like, oh, this is all bullshit. Because, like, COVID was the most obvious thing of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, they said 2 weeks and then everything will open
3
back
years
up.
later.
They literally said 2 weeks to slow the curve. All of a sudden, after 2 weeks, nothing was opened. Everything was still closed. Schools were closed. College was closed. Everything was shut down. And I was just like, oh, you guys are lying. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And then I see on iFunny all these conspiracy theorists who say things like, the vaccine doesn't work. The vaccine will cause heart attacks. Then I see these people go on Rogan, these esteemed fucking professors and scientists with PhDs and the most renowned person in their fields, the guy who literally patented mRNA vaccine technology, goes on his podcast, says these things are bad for people. The media continues to say, oh, no, it's all good for you. It's good for you. We're stopping COVID. Meanwhile, the economy tanks fucking horribly. Like, that's not... Like, I'm not just coming up with nonsense. I'm watching this shit in real time and just not believing you makes it make more sense than what you're saying.
I still can't believe that even places like the Cleveland Clinic are endorsing the idea that eggs are causing sudden blood clots.
Because they get billions of dollars in funding from these fucking pharmaceutical companies.
And I understand why, but like, it
Brought to
makes
you by
realize
Pfizer. Brought to
that
you by Pfizer.
There's like really very, very few people you can trust in this world.
Yeah.
And it's not like that's a sudden realization I
Yeah.
had. Like, it's been obvious, but
Like it hurts when it hits home.
like
Like it shatters the fucking world. And that's why most people don't want to accept this type of shit, is because they don't want to go through that restructuring of their mind, having to relearn everything as they know it, because everyone is literally evil.
and it makes you question everything.
You
and
have
who
to.
you can trust, or if you can trust anyone.
And that's stressful, and that's a lot of work, and it's fucking effort. And people don't like giving unnecessary effort, so they'd rather be ignorant, which I can respect. I wish I was fucking brain dead.
I
I
mean,
regret
for
ever
fuck's
opening
sake.
myself up to this shit. I should have continued being a fucking just working slave, brain dead. I should have became like a fucking just basic film editor who sat in a goddamn room.
And then believe that there's no such thing as fake tits.
Yes. Yes.
Which I still can't
all
believe
tits are
that.
created equal.
Like, the body image issues that will
Me and
be
Kira
created.
basically have the same rack. Like, that's what that means.
Yeah.
We're basically
100%.
twins. That's it.
But like endorsing fake tits like gives young girls such issues, because if you're seeing all of these women with fake tits that are giant, you're gonna think that even a CD cup it's small. Like you're gonna have issues. With
Yeah. Logan, we've come to the conclusion that me and Kira have the same rack. So, like, if she's ever not around and you need to cop a feel, just the same thing, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
The same thing. And
Sorry, bud, but I grab
his
my
are
own.
a little bit more muscular than mine.
on the topic of Pfizer and faggots,
Wow, you went straight out with the faggot.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
We can get like that on here.
I like that word. I
I
know
do too.
YouTube won't appreciate it, but I enjoy
No,
that word.
I enjoy the word faggot.
It's
I just
just a
stopped
word.
using it. I just stopped using it that often because, you know.
So, Project Veritas went undercover again, and this is a Pfizer director. His name, they said his name somewhere. We'll get to it, but he's a head at fucking Pfizer, and he was on a date with this guy, and he thought it was just a date, and as you can suspect, it was not. I don't know if we're going to get audio through the TV on this or not.
Pfizer ultimately is thinking about mutating COVID?
Well, that is not what we say to the public. No, don't tell anyone this building. You gotta probably don't tell anyone. You gotta probably don't tell anyone. Okay? We're exploring, like, no, you know how the virus keeps mutating?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we're exploring is, like, why don't we just mutate it ourselves so we can preemptively develop new vaccines, right? So we have to do that. If we're gonna do that, though, there's a risk of, like, as you could imagine, no one wants to be having a pharma company mutating fucking viruses. You have to be, like, very controlled to make sure that this virus that you mutate doesn't create something that, like, you know, it goes everywhere.
Something crazy.
Is the way that the virus started and moving on. To be honest, like, it makes no sense that this virus popped out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Meet Jordan Tristan Walker, a director of research and development strategic operations and mRNA scientific planning at Pfizer.
It sounds like gain of function to me.
I don't know, it's a little bit different. I think it's different. It's like, it's definitely not gain of function. It
Sounds like it is. I mean, it's okay.
No, directed evolution is very different. Well, you're not supposed to do gain of function research with the viruses, like,
Yeah.
they recommend not. But you do, like, these, like, selected directional mutations to try to see if you can make more potent.
Yeah.
So there is research ongoing about that. I don't know how that's gonna work. There not be any more outbreaks, because, like, Jesus Christ.
So, that's entertaining.
19 million views.
Talking about, we're mutating the viruses. That way we can preemptively make vaccines for viruses that don't exist.
Wonder why.
vaccines
Like,
that
like, are you
work?
so and I will give this dude benefit of the doubt. He believes what he's saying. He does not think it's for ill intention. He thinks they are genuinely just doing it that way they can predict the future fucking outbreaks and the future strains that will come of the COVID strain.
No.
It's like, no, you fucking moron. They're
They're
going to
poisoning
create
us.
the ones. That way they can send them out and sell the fucking cure, you idiot. What are you so stupid? It's slowed down. COVID's basically gone. Nobody gives a fuck about it. So now they gotta ramp it up. They
Yeah.
need to bring it back into the populace.
It's sad that that dude like genuinely believes
He
what he's saying.
genuinely ate that shit up. Now, here's where it gets even fucking better. Is because after that came out, they wanted to question him.
Hey there. Is this seat taken? You work for Pfizer. My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses?
Is this real life? I'm literally a liar.
What-
I was
what
trying
is
to
it?
impress a person on a date
What's your
by
position?
lying.
And
This is
please
absurd.
don't touch me. Well, this is not. By the way,
Why are you doing
don't
this?
tell anybody.
This is someone who's just working at a company to literally help the public. You up. You really did. Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe.
Can you please unlock your door?
No,
you-
no, don't let them leave.
Please unlock the door.
Give me what is
No,
going
give
on
us our
here?
stuff.
How is that?
You please unlock. Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. Unlock the door. The door. We're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door. Let's go. Come on. We're in New York City. This is remarkable what you just witnessed here. This man locked us in the restaurant. They had to deliver pizzas, and then he dove for the iPad. And a remarkable thing, we've never seen this before. Where's our car?
Cops, they're right there. No, the cops. I need the police.
What? He's running all over the place. He's charging the guy.
You could make a report tomorrow, yes.
If he was here, you'd arrest that guy?
If he was here, yes.
I would beat the fuck
So the
out of
police he called over there said, yeah, if he was still here, we'd arrest his ass.
him. Yeah. I would beat the fuck out of that dude.
Literally
the second I heard what
telling
was up.
them, like, yeah, you could take this footage to the police and go make a report tomorrow.
Yeah. Like, dude, that's some bullshit. And
So,
you know he fucked up since he freaked out like that.
Oh, dude, he tweaked.
Yeah.
He tweaked out. Like,
So-
it went from like defensiveness to like, no, I didn't do. I'm a liar. I didn't. You fucked up. You fucked up. To trying to fight them back to the victim, needing the police. Like, he didn't just physically attack them.
They should have jawed him. Second that he went for the iPad, they should have jawed him.
No, that's the perfect way to do it. The thing is, Logan is in a situation like that. Now they put out the video. He looks entirely
like a
insane
fucking
because
fool.
they never retaliated other than a shove.
Yeah, and now it's just get him away from him. So fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I wish somebody else stepped in outside of that group and just boom.
Is that the dog toy?
Yes. You know, perfect time for Draco to have the dog toy. Hour and 30, Logan. Are you happy?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Still going, still rocking out.
Making sure the remote didn't fuck up anything from dropping.
We're still chilly. We chilly. We chilly.
Damn, it looks like it's picking up that. Maybe not.
No, luckily it's not.
No. Ain't picking up shit.
Good.
Yeah. It's just... I can't believe that people actually think that, like, these pharmaceutical companies have good intentions.
The hell no, they don't. They want to make a buck, just like any other fucking corporation.
My
They
thing
want
is
to
they've
make
been-
money.
They've been sued in, like, the past 40 years
Multitude of times?
for billions of dollars for fucking bribing scientists and lying about studies. This is a thing that they've done recently.
How recently?
Within 40 years.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like recently.
I'm pretty sure it was like fucking 1998
Damn.
or early 2000s. Like,
So
it was-
that's
it was
pretty fucking recent.
It was recent. Like,
I don't know. I think it's pretty fucking sad.
Also, if you think a company that's been around for fucking 200 years is all of a sudden fucking, changing their entire fucking motive in 40.
No. Hell
I mean,
no.
clearly these pharmaceutical companies are corrupt, but that does not exclusively mean that every employee that works for them is also corrupt. And I think it's pretty fucked up that there are these people who actually go into that industry with good intentions and don't even realize the corruption they're feeding into.
I think that dude realized the corruption he was saying and just thought,
He just needed to defend himself because, like, the fact that he needed to say he was lying is like, oh, it's bad.
He knew that was bad.
You know it's bad.
I mean, in the first video, you see how genuine he sounds.
He literally tells the dude, don't tell anyone this, but...
Yeah.
And then turns around and is like, I'm lying. What are you talking about? I'm a liar.
Trying to impress
That's
someone
why
on
you're
a
freaking
date.
the fuck out and, breaking shit and throwing shit. Like, breaking that laptop's going to stop the information from getting out.
Yeah, it's...
Like, you think they don't have that shit backed up already?
It's so fucked. It's just so fucked. Like, and my issue with, like, the compliant ignorant is that eventually the compliant ignorant are going to do some shit that's violent out of compliance.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to harm... Like, this is harming people.
There's
like,
not
this
enough
is
killing people.
This is
thinking in
literally
this world.
killing
This
people.
is murder. It's murder.
Like,
Let's put it
there,
away. This is
there are
murder.
thousands of people who are dying from heart attacks, if not millions.
Driving off the side of the road
There
out
are
of nowhere.
children dealing with myocarditis now. Like, this is a problem. Like, you guys caused actual fucking harm to the general public. Now, whether you were intentional or not, it happened. And if to stop you doing it again, I have to be violent, I will. Like, it's simple as that. I'll blow up fucking vaccine shipments.
Yeah?
It's pretty crazy.
That'd be so much fun.
One of the things I've noticed
Watching that
recently,
shit go up in fucking fire.
like reading through comments on iFunny on different things about the vaccine and everything, I've seen so many people who are like commenting, well, I didn't have a choice in getting vaccinated because I was a minor at the time, and I didn't want it, but I was forced to. No, I give more credit to the people who were minors and didn't have the consensual choice to do it.
I mean, if you're getting threatened to lose your job and not be able to support your family.
No, that's the thing.
You can't.
If you got a fucking six-figure job.
Okay, that's
No,
valid.
not even that. If you don't take the fucking vaccine, what other job's gonna fucking hire you? If you're getting fired for not taking vaccine, no other job's gonna hire you if you don't have the vaccine.
I still feel like there's
So
more
you're being
options
forced.
for an adult who's
Not really.
choosing to than a child.
No,
that's
at that point in
because
time, no.
The thing is it wasn't jobs like fucking McDonald's that were vaccine mandating. It was jobs like office jobs, fucking salary jobs, like actual
Like
jobs
Kelly-type
that people
jobs.
spent
Yeah, I'm
fucking the
aware.
past 10 years of their lives working to get. And then
working
they're
up.
told the lifestyle you've acquired, everything, your family, your cars, your house, you're not going to be able to afford in 1 month unless you get this.
Yeah. Like, they're fucked. They have a worse decision than the children because then the children are going to starve and die.
I mean, that's valid. It is valid. I just think that it's particularly fucked up that these children who don't agree with it and were old enough to have these independent thoughts against doing it.
Oh,
but
I
there's-
promise you that would never went.
No, well,
Not
my mom
for
tried
me.
to force me several times. Like, it's not
Definitely
happening.
not for me.
And I
but
can tell you now, I'm going to yell at my mother when it comes time for that kid to get the shot.
she already did. I'm damn
No,
near.
I don't think
I'm
she did.
pretty
She's
sure
too
you're-
young
Be
still.
surprised.
I'm
pretty sure she's too young.
that your mom
Logan,
said
do you
she
think they're worried
already
about
is.
causing harm with the
Oh.
COVID shot?
Well, then good. I'm going to call my mom a fucking killer. I'm going to rub that right into her fucking face now. I'm like, when that baby has heart problems, remember, that's your fault.
There
I
was
mean,
there was
don't
one
take
hospital
that.
that
100%. I could be wrong, but
I'm gonna ask her.
seem to remember her saying that
I'm going to
child
ask her next
already
time, and I'm going
COVID
to tell her
vaxxed.
straight to her face, when that kid has heart problems, it's your fault.
I'm pretty sure there's some fucking like medical center, some little fucking privately owned thing that is getting fined like some outrageous amount of money because they were giving people saline shots instead of the vaccine.
Good.
Oh, I think I might have seen
Not good for the
that.
finding, good for the saline
Was
shots.
it the
Good job.
plastic
Keep 'em that way.
surgeons who were giving saline shots to children and are getting sued?
I don't even know.
Who
Because
gives
I
a
just
I
seen
No,
just-
this is
I
for
just-
COVID.
yes,
You just said plastic surgeons.
I know. I just seen an article today
I don't
that
know.
plastic surgeons are being sued because instead of administering the COVID vaccine to children, they gave
are plastic surgeons
saline shots.
administering fucking COVID shots.
I don't know.
Maybe their clinics were fucking
What
given
the
permission.
fuck? That's
The
what
way
threw me
I
off.
see
That
it is
you're
it's
saying
possible they're trained medical professionals. Maybe when they're pushing this
it
vaccine,
doesn't take much to
shit.
put a shot in somebody's arm. Me and you could do it.
Yeah, but I'm
and
saying
plastic
they're-
surgeons are actual surgeons.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess so. It's just that seems way outside of
But it
their
was a
realm of
group
shit.
of like 4 of them getting sued over it. They had dumped the real vaccines down a drain and administered.
Nah, fuck
saline
that. They should have
shots.
kept that shit and sold it to a few scientists that are not, mined up by the
Independent
government.
research facilities.
Yeah,
And
independent
what, leave
research.
evidence?
I mean, yeah, but you're already getting caught.
Well,
I mean, come on. They really didn't think they weren't gonna get caught.
yeah, I think
How
I
would
Pretty
they?
ignorant to think.
I am confused if
Because
that
there is
article
people
was
shoving
true.
it down the American public's throat. You think they're not sitting there making sure people are actually taking it? You think they
How?
don't have
How?
people
How?
coming in?
Are they blood testing children and looking for
How
what?
they get caught then?
The
I
spike
don't know.
protein?
How
I
they get
didn't
caught?
read the article. I just seen the headline.
No, okay. Well then.
I hope that it's true. I hope that
I
fucking
hope so,
there
too.
are fucking medical professionals who lied about this shit and gave people saline solution shots. I hope they fucking
That will be the best thing for the American public.
There's got to be so many people praying that they got a saline shot.
yeah. Dude, the fact that DeMar Hamlin still hasn't showed his face after, like, he went to the game. Like, he went to one of the games after he had his heart attack on the field, right? And they supposedly resuscitated him at the hospital. Didn't show his face once.
Wonder why.
Like, ushered from room to room, door to door, in a vehicle, surrounded by people.
Wonder if half his face is drooping.
What's
wonder if
your
he's-
theory?
Well, the theory on Twitter is that he's dead.
That's the first thing my mind jumped to.
My other thing is stroke. Actual evidence.
Yeah, the thing that the super conspiracy theorists are saying is that he's dead and that they sent a double of him to the game and that the double was doing a satanic ritual when he was cheering. Because, like, he threw his hands up a whole bunch and then he did, like, this and then he did this. And they're like, it's a satanic ritual.
Well, no, but I've been seeing basketball players do that for years.
Yeah.
I've been seeing them do that.
That
Maybe
seems
it's
a bit
always-
more far-fetched, but I
Maybe
didn't
it's
see
all
it.
a
I mean,
satanic
yeah,
ritual,
fair enough.
Logan.
Horn.
Or sixes.
Oh, yeah, those are 6. Then you need 3 of them, though. Yeah, I guess 3. I mean, 3.
6.
Yeah, 3 6s. Fair enough.
I
Damn,
can
that's
believe
fucked.
that he's dead. Though.
Damn. That's real fucked. You actually think about that for a few
You didn't
seconds.
see it, but it's there.
Yeah, when you think about it for a few seconds,
Yeah,
that's real
it's
fucked.
there.
Yeah. Wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
Get
So,
fucked.
you know, they might be onto something. I doubt it, though.
Yeah, I'm sitting there with you.
I just think, they're trying to keep the illusion that he's around.
that he's my guess is either he's dead or his whole face looks like he had a stroke and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Well, if that was the case, but that's the thing. There's so many fucking people that have dealt with that they didn't hide. So why would they hide him?
Because all the fucking, turmoil going on about it. Who the fuck knows? I really don't know. I can't. I'm trying to think of
That
anything.
serves no purpose because we already know that that's a thing. We already know that people are dealing with that. Fucking Justin Bieber. Who the fuck else was it? There was like 4 people that were dealing
Was
with it.
it known when he went to that game that that was supposedly him?
Yeah.
Could he have been?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was.
Oh, yeah,
They're
that's
like,
supposed
oh,
to be him."
DeMar Hamlin's in the stadium. He's
Oh.
here to support his teammates.
I could have seen him maybe trying to avoid attention after that.
No,
Oh no.
fuck no.
They made a point of it's him, and then he drove in one of those little covered golf carts, and then he had 2 people on either side of him, and then he got out with his hood up, glasses on, a fucking shiesty fucking ski mask.
So if he is dead, what route do you think they'll go from there?
I don't know.
They'll probably kill him off in the airplane.
Oh, and like another bit on them thinking it's like
Wasn't that OJ?
Freemasonry satanic rituals. One of the comments I saw in one of the videos was them like it was a video of like his mom and his little brother, I think, that or his son, and they were walking into the game, and they weren't with everyone else. They weren't surrounded by fucking 20 security guards ushering them from room to room. They were literally just walking down the hall and then turning the corner, paparazzi's filming them and shit. And
They look sad?
the mom looked, or the lady, she looked like...
A little destroyed?
She looked like she was putting on a fucking thing, because the moment she turned away from the cameras, the smile wiped from her face.
So just masked
So
expression.
he's probably
Yeah.
dead. He's probably dead.
And then the other thing was that the kid was wearing a jersey with number 33 on it, which apparently means something, and that the mom like turned the kid just enough to show off the kid's jersey, and that was supposed to be some type of satanic symbology. I seen comments about that. I was like, what the fuck are you guys smoking?
You guys are the reason why the real shit is blown off so much.
Yeah, that's what,
because y'all motherfuckers
that's
go
my thought
out there.
process. That's my thought process. Is that it's like it's
somewhere in the middle.
conspiracy meant to throw off the general fucking consensus.
Yeah, it's a bigger thing to hide a little bit
Phone
smaller.
out in the other room, probably. God,
You want me to go grab it real quick?
no, you ain't gotta do all that. I wanted to show you guys this image, but like I wanted to bring this up the other day, and then I just completely turned off of the topic when I was doing it. I looked at this. You know how there's like the spectrum of left and right,
Yeah.
and like some people go far right, some people go far left,
Yeah.
some people are middle. So there was this chart that was basically like depicting the values of either or.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like centrist, and then left, right, and then like, I swear to God, all the red dots on this, because it was just like, I think it was like several thousand people just like took a test, and it put them on this chart based on where they scored for certain like viewpoints and beliefs. And center point of the data of the blue is far bottom corner left. So far left is their center. The middle point of right was literally on the line of mid. The middle point of all the red dots was on the line of center. So the idea that both sides have been moving further and further is bullshit. It's exactly what fucking, Republicans have been saying, and what centrists have been saying for years now, is that the left has gone so fucking far that people who were in the center are now deemed right. That's what's happened, is that the left has gone so far left that we've moved the middle, so now people who were centrists are now fucking right ideologically. Like this, and this is graphable on this fucking this test.
In
It's
school, for
crazy.
you guys, did you ever take one of the political alignment tests
I don't
in
think
like
so.
a history class?
I don't think so.
I remember distinctly our grade took a political alignment test, and it was kind of crazy because I think out of the class I was in, I was the only one who scored on the Republican side.
Duh.
Every single other person was all
They're children.
liberal.
They're guided by emotion. They want
I think this was like 8th grade for
They
reference.
want to live in a perfect world where everything goes great.
Which,
It's not how shit goes.
I
wish.
think that there were
If
under
everything
10
went great-
people in
Finally.
the entire
Finally.
grade that was on the conservative side.
If everything went great, this poor sap wouldn't have got this kind of treatment. This guy was supposed to be under arrest, I guess. He's in his fucking trailer. Cops come in. There's a security system over there, right? So, like this camera angle, outside camera angles. They open the fucking door, toss in a little camera drone like it's fucking Rainbow Six Siege.
what the fuck?
Dude, they got the little robot drone. Look at it.
Yeah, they do.
And they're fucking looking around the goddamn house. Like, what the fuck? Just looking, just peeking. My bad, Kira. I turned the TV like this because fucking Zach was in here.
It's all good.
But I'll skip forward a little bit. Dude woke up. Said, what the fuck?
Nothing blow up, I'm guessing, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't blow up.
Oh.
Could you stop doing this? Fucking stuttering.
Oh, it stepped in that motherfucker right away.
Come out with your hands up. So he's holding the drone, right?
Uh-huh.
Picked up the robot.
Why the fuck did they start doing that? What the fuck?
Ain't dropped a cigarette though. He still got the cigarette in his hand. Shot him in the fucking arm. Shot him in the chest.
The drone did?
No,
they did.
Okay.
Because he was holding the drone.
Why?
They thought he was armed.
His hands were up.
Dude, that's my thing. Is like after he had it like this and they started yelling, he went straight up with it. And then they shot him.
Like every single one of them should be hung.
And then
every fucking one of them.
Yeah. I agree.
Hung and shot in the nuts. Like
and
what
then
the fuck?
stupidly, these morons walk inside and they go, "Oh fuck, he's got cameras." Fuck, bro. Fuck. There's cameras.
Every single fucking one of them should die.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I would kill all of them.
If he died from this, if he did not get saved, all of them...
No, fuck you. You shot him 3 times. You all should get shot 3 times, too.
I think they hit him
and if
twice.
you survive... No, that's 3 shots.
No, the other one was the insignia on his shirt.
You sure about that?
Yes.
That did not look like
It
an
was the
insignia.
Yeah, because you could see it when he woke
And
up.
I think there's 2, but he has 3 fucking spots on him that were bloody.
No, watch.
1 on his arm and 2 on his chest.
Watch. He has that...
Okay,
right
so
on
the
his-
right side is insignia, so he didn't get punctured in the lung. Lucky him. His
See-
right
see-
arm is going
see,
to have blood.
That's where he had that. He got shot right there and in the arm.
So 2 times.
Yes.
Shoot the fucking cops 2 times. See how they fucking walk away.
At first, I
With
was
two
with you.
2-3s.
With you, I was with you. I thought he got shot 3 fucking times. But then watching it that time, I realized he didn't once go for that wound. He went straight for that. He was holding right there, staring at that one. So
He got hit in the arm and hit in the fucking gut. They should get the exact same fucking wounds to see if they walk away.
yeah.
Let
that,
me sit there,
that or they should
stand
just
right
hang.
there.
I think we
No,
should hang them.
hang
We
'em
need
and
to
shoot
go
'em.
back to hanging people publicly.
Yeah. Make a fucking example. I guarantee you do that with rapists and piece of shit cops and piece of shit people in general. There will be less piece of shit nowadays.
Do
You should hold that
know-
mic a little closer if you know.
You're right. Sorry, I was getting angry and going down.
You guys ever seen that image of Singapore's airport? It's the fancy one with all the
Yes.
fucking trees in it. It's got the waterfall coming from the roof that spirals down.
Yes.
It's got the train going through it. It's beautiful, right? So there was a post going around Twitter, somebody saying, "How does Singapore's airport look this beautiful?" And Matt Walsh, our boy, fucking, he quote tweeted and said, "Singapore publicly hangs most criminals and drug dealers and doesn't like it was something along that line. It like doesn't deal with like LGBT nonsense or some shit."
Hell yeah.
And it's like, yeah,
That seems about right. Yeah, that just pissed me the fuck off though.
Do you know the fate of the dude in
He's
that
alive.
video or not?
He's alive.
let's see.
You're assuming
He's alive. I can tell by the gunshot wounds he's alive. If he was going to be dead that quick, he would have been dead then. If he would be bleeding out insanely on the floor, there would be a puddle of blood.
Okay,
His ass got to the hospital.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing is all the articles try saying that he was armed.
No.
Every single article tries saying that he confronted the police.
No, he had your drone in the air that you were looking at him through it. You motherfuckers knew he picked it up. You knew it was
Now
in his hand.
recovering.
Yeah, like I thought. Told you. I
SWAT
know when
team
people are going
members
to die.
shot him after they say he confronted officers.
Confronting them by standing with his hands up in his doorway. Yeah, that's confronting. Oh, and by the way, it takes you guys 10 fucking shots at him twice.
Fearing there may be a hostage situation underway.
Yeah, with his wife that is scared to death as well. Sure.
Like, you didn't just watch on the fucking drone them get out of bed together.
Right, you didn't just wake them up with throwing a fucking drone in their window and yelling.
It's not
Come on
like
now.
she's shuffling behind him.
Right.
It's not like she literally woke him up about the thing in the door. No.
Retarded. Retarded, trigger happy police. I can't wait until they start showing up to our doors trying to take our guns. It's going to be a fun day.
The post says Kloepfer is charged with communicating threats and resist.
Communicating
Obstruct
what
and
threats?
delay.
What threats?
He literally said, "The fuck?" and shuffled to the door.
Yeah, like,
What are
who
you
was?
talking about?
Motherfucker, let me throw a fucking robot in your house and drive it up to where you're sleeping. Let's see what you say.
Let's see what you think's going on.
Because I can tell you now, my first reaction would put a bullet through the motherfucker.
My first reaction would be somebody's trying to Rainbow Six Siege my ass and fucking take me out military style. Where's my gun and hatchet?
Yep. My first thing would have been shoot that motherfucker and figure out what the hell's going on.
And I'm going to be honest, like, I'm going to grab the 22, but just long enough for me to load the 308.
Yep.
And then the 22 is getting put down, and I'm walking around with that 308 in the house. And if you're coming in to get me, chances are you got a gun, and it's probably going to be more a fast-firing piece than I got. So I'm going to shoot you and take whatever you got and walk around with both of those.
Yep. That 308, it's going to be very unlikely you're surviving a bullet or getting back up, even if you survived it.
Yeah.
That's putting a hole into you, entrance like that.
We really need to get some fucking thermal or night vision.
Yeah, I know, that'd be so cool.
Both,
it's just $2,000
actually.
fucking dollars for the scope. And then headset, I think it's like $1,000.
Dude.
Yeah. I think a headset's $1,000 and a scope for like a gun is like $2,000.
I think those are more like starting points, based on what I've seen of them.
Oh yeah, 2,000.
I want that new military thermal that highlights orange.
That's
No, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. It's
the
it's
orange
thermal,
outline, or it's night vision. It's not thermal.
It's night vision with thermal. That's how you get the orange outline.
I don't
It's your
think it's
body.
thermal.
You sure about that? Because
I don't think it is.
What else would it be picking up on?
Well, night vision is just. Why wouldn't they just call it thermal then? If it's thermal, because
You
it's
have
not
night
night
vision
vision.
with
Night
the
vision
thermal.
is green. That's what night vision is.
Is it a green scope? Have you like seen through it?
No,
I mean,
it's,
seen through the shit?
It's the fucking orange outline of people's body. It's not their orange. It's the orange outline.
Oh, it's like
the
an outline.
neon. Like it looks neon.
That's weird.
Oh, it looks sick as shit.
cool.
It's
That's-
fucking cool. I've showed it to you.
I forgot.
She remembers.
Yes,
it.
I
That
definitely
shit was
remember.
sick.
I'm sure I remember.
And I'm pretty sure it recently got released on like the actual market for people to have access to.
Oh, that's badass.
So like, dude,
One thing I really want is a military grade laser. You know those fucking ones that you can like, point at the moon? You know what I'm talking about at all?
no. Do you mean a laser pointer? Or
Yeah,
like, a laser?
Laser. I don't think
Because
we're
like,
gonna get.
dude, you ever watch that YouTube channel of the dude who just makes lasers?
Yep.
That dude is sick.
Mm-hmm.
He be blowing shit up with lasers. He has to wear special glasses so he doesn't burn holes in his fucking eyes. And not even from the direct shot, just like the light that's radiating off of it for him to see it is like dangerous to his eyes. Like
That's
even
bad.
seeing the beam, like if that bitch was going like there to there, looking at it is bad for your eyes.
So it's kind of like welding. Don't look.
Yeah. Like, dude. It's wild to think that that's what a lightsaber would be like. If you wanted a lightsaber, you'd need fucking goggles.
Yeah, actual humans would. Unless you got the Force, and I'm sure you can figure out a way to get around that.
No.
Oh, yeah, Force is clear. It ain't gonna protect you for shit.
If you're blocking photons, you're not seeing your fucking lightsaber.
Yep. You're not seeing shit.
Yeah.
You're not seeing it. Everything black.
You're having a problem.
Yeah.
I suppose you could work in some force healing, so you're constantly repairing the damage. But I think that might drain you a bit.
Yeah.
A bit.
And also, having the Force, you kind of operate better when you're blind.
I mean, fair enough. You're more aware of your surroundings. You're
Yeah.
more.
You see more.
You use your other senses. rather than just relying off your sight that you
they
really
they
can't see
fuck
everything.
the other senses. They use the Force. They see with the Force, like
Oh, yeah,
Daredevil.
we've had this conversation.
Like
yeah.
fucking Daredevil does.
Yes.
But
Except-
you still haven't watched that, right?
I watched a season.
Except they have better fucking capabilities than Daredevil because like they can sense who you are.
And
they
throw
can
you.
sense what you're capable of.
And
they
just-
can
Your
sense
intentions.
things. They can sense things off world.
Yeah, damn.
Which is a great point of why Yoda went downhill after Order 66. The screams and the fucking Force.
He just felt a wave of the dark side as the fucking
Death
light
and
side gets
destruction and
snuffed out
pain.
across the galaxy.
That's shitty.
Yeah.
Real shitty.
Because, like, that's a big thing in Star Wars is that, like, the Force is a balance and, like, it ebbs and flows, and oftentimes, like, the light side will reign for a few years and be stronger, and then the dark side will rise and reign and be strong, and then back and forth and back and forth. And, like,
Kinda
that's
like
why
anything.
there was the Chosen One. The Chosen One is meant to bring balance to the Force. Fucking. So, like, I forget where I was going with this.
The balance?
We're talking about laser beams being blind in YouTube before that.
Yeah, no, not that.
I think we kind of got off topic there.
I was gonna say something, but I fucking lost it.
Yeah, I think we got a little off topic there. You want to move on to our next one?
What do you mean off topic? There's
Off
no
topic?
on topic.
Fuck you. I am terrible with words. I am really bad with words.
You're the one just trying to hard move to a fucking subject.
I'm curious.
Yeah, and then how about you transition into it instead of just going, "Hey, how about that?"
Yeah, fair enough.
How about you lead into a conversation that has to talk about money?
Maybe he just likes getting shit talked on the podcast.
I mean, it isn't a bad thing. I've been making my shit better.
I mean, I guess someone can laugh at you.
Dude. Come on, Logan. You gotta think of a nice transition into money,
Oh,
bud.
I gotta do this?
Yeah, you're the one who
You're
wants
the
to
one who
fucking
wants
move
to
on.
Go from Star Wars to
Hey, I'm just trying to get off Star Wars. I'm sitting here just like, what are you all talking about?
Then maybe come up with a transition into money.
God.
Not to mention, if you paid attention to us, like for half the conversations the past couple weeks, you'd know what the fuck.
Dude,
we're talking
it's
about.
the easiest thing to transition out of, bro.
Oh, motherfuckers are shitty. You put me on the spot
Hey,
and I'm
Jason,
terrible.
how much is that new fucking Star Wars game gonna be?
Yeah, I
Oh,
wanna
I
talk
think it's
about
gonna
Star
be
Wars.
about blank and blank and blank. And I'm like, hey, that ain't that much. And then I'll say something back, and it'll be like, well, shit, $100 could be, worth a lot more.
Fuck you, Jason.
All of a sudden, we're there. All of a sudden, we're there.
Hey.
Whoa, no. Instead, fucking Logan just, hey, how about that? How about that one?
I like that one.
Let's talk about that. I want to know about the fake tits.
I mean, I feel like we transitioned to that pretty well with the
Yeah, we transitioned to most of them pretty well.
stripper, robots into fake tits.
I'm sorry, I
We
fucked up the
transitioned
flow.
right into the Pfizer faggot pretty well. We were talking about COVID and fucking how gay
even
and
the
retarded
quick,
people are.
Side topic of Roman concrete was transitioned to pretty well after talking about architecture.
Yes, like, you see,
Yeah, I'm worthless. I understand. I'm
Just
worthless
like
in
the-
the conversation.
just like the
I said
Force
conversation.
slogan, it's got to ebb and flow, man.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking great. I swear.
Feel the force, Logan. Feel the balance.
May the Force be with you, young one.
I have spoken.
No, he ain't.
You haven't, that's the
Ain't
issue.
speaking shit no more. But on the topic of Logan being autistic and retarded and wanting to talk about something else, I seen this fun little fact on iFunny the other day that I refused to believe. I was like, "There's no way it's fucking true." So I looked it up, and it was funny enough because like we were just looking up like how much money certain money was worth based on fucking me playing Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah.
And like my 160,000 from like 1756 being worth
8 million.
yeah. So $100 from 1776 to 1993. I want you guys to take a guess in how much that goes up.
I don't know, probably like
And by the
50
way,
cents?
that's 137 years.
So what? 50 cents?
You think 50 cents?
Yeah, I'll say about 50
What you
cents.
think, Akira?
Actually, not 50 cents. Like $10.
What,
talking about
$100 is worth 100 and some years later?
Or you can just say how much more it went up. Because it went up.
Probably closer to doubled.
Logan, you're the winner.
I figured. That's why this is insane.
$100 in 1776 is the equivalent purchasing power of $113.79 in 1913.
Kind of feel like a retard. I could have figured that one out.
Now,
Welcome to when the time wasn't so corrupt.
Fun fact about the reason it's chose 1913. Can either of you guess why?
Why? What happened? Wait, what happened in 1913?
I love to bring this one up.
Wait.
Something got created in 1913.
Oh, wait. I know this is on tip of my tongue.
The Federal Reserve and the federal income tax.
What went up?
So tax and the place that prints money. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, within less time from 1913 to 2023, how much do you think $100 went
It's
up?
at least, what? It has to be $100,000 though?
I don't think it's that drastic. I would say
I mean, the fact that, $65,000 in 1770 something is $8 million nowadays, I would think it's somewhere high up there.
closer.
Well, this is 1913
to
to today,
5
not
times?
76 to today.
I mean, that's true. Well, it only went up $13, so I mean,
So that's in 137 years, it went up $13. In 110 years, how much do you think it went up?
bet you there's 3 more zeros in front of that.
What you
I think it's about 5 times as much.
5 times. I don't know what that equals.
500?
500.
Yeah, 500.
I guess I should have just looked at the number before I said that. $2,997. So basically $3,000.
Okay.
Damn.
$3,000.
So we were about in the middle. In the middle of our guesses.
Yeah, in between you two.
Literally in between our guesses.
On the scale side, yeah.
Wow.
That
That's insane. It's one more than I thought.
3.14% per year.
Jesus fuck.
So all of a sudden, federal income tax and the Federal Reserve gets created, and all of a sudden, money isn't worth what it was. Do you see the issue now?
We all.
The first 130 years of the country went A-okay, 140 basically. And then, in the next 110, so out of the 250 years that America's been around, all of a sudden, it went tits up.
Not to
Wonder
mention-
And the one defining factor in that time was the federal income tax.
Wasn't that J.P. Morgan?
It
All
took
them running that?
approximately 7 years after the creation of the Federal Reserve before the Great Depression?
I mean, fuck even that. You had less than a year before World War I started.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's valid.
That's the
What?
reason why the Great Depression started, wasn't it?
Yes. We fucking bankrupted ourselves in World War I, and that's why we needed World War II to get rich.
Yep. We got real rich during World War II.
Oh, yeah.
Real rich.
The IX Center made fucking tanks.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I forgot all about
Every
that.
American fucking car manufacturer was building tanks
Dude,
and
Ford
weapons.
had some nice tanks.
Chevy,
What year
Ford.
did World War II end?
I want to say 49.
I know it's in the 40s. I can't seem to recall a year, though.
I want to say 49. I can't look it up because
I can't remember.
I'm going to look it up, bro.
I'm pretty sure it was 49. I'm pretty sure it was like 43 to 49 or some shit like that. 30 something to 49. I'm pretty sure that ended in 49.
That is very fucked up. And who started the Federal Reserve?
45.
45 it ended?
Yeah, September 1st,
So it's 39 to 45?
1939
Yeah.
through
39 to
September
45.
2nd of
Huh,
1945.
September 1st is a very popular date in our history.
You know, I was thinking about it because my grandfather was born in 46. And I was under the impression he was born like right after
Hey,
it
yeah,
ended,
end the
but
war.
I wanted
We
to
start a
check.
new one.
You know what bothers me is that I will like regularly look up dates that World War One and World War Two started because I don't remember them, and I feel like
can't
that's a
seem
problem
to
for me.
get that
And
info
I
to
swear to
stick.
God, it does not. I look it up regularly. Like, I'll be making fucking food, and I'll just be like, when was that again? Because I don't remember it, and I'll be like, I need to know that. And I look it up, and that's the date.
I love how
Forget
we
it.
end a war on one date and start a war on another date, same date, just years later.
What do you mean?
9/11.
9/11 didn't start the war.
I mean, it was an excuse for the
It
public.
wasn't the day of. We didn't start war
No,
that
but that
day.
was the catalyst of starting it. To the American public.
Factor.
To the American public, it was the reason.
Yeah, what was the reasoning for them coming over here and doing that?
Because we
I
fucked
know
them up.
I know they tried to say that they hate our freedom, but
No,
what
it's
was,
because we
like, the
fucked them up
actual
and blew them up and stole their shit.
So we were already over there at war.
Yeah, but it wasn't an official war. It was money grubbing war. The American public didn't know it was war. Come on now.
When I was reading King Warrior Magician Lover, fucking there's a great part where they're talking about like the warrior and how he needs to adapt different tactics, and how like American fighters during the Revolutionary War adopted guerrilla fighting tactics to take on the British, and how
Hell yeah.
in Afghanistan the same thing was done to rebel against the fucking Soviets that tried to invade. And I was like, conveniently left out the Americans, huh? Conveniently left out that part.
If I remember correctly, the U.S. has been there for a
I bet
while.
his editor said that. I bet his editor was like, you know what? Take that part out. Just leave the bit about the Soviets, bud.
Yeah.
Dude. It's so fucked. It's just like we deny our own war crimes. Like,
Oh, yeah. All the
fucking
time.
children
Agent Orange.
hiding the crayons we just colored all over the wall with.
Or let's talk about the, thousands of kids we killed in the fucking, what was that country called? I forgot the name of it.
Which one?
Fair enough. Where we sprayed Agent Orange everywhere in the jungles.
Vietnam.
In Vietnam. Yeah, all the kids, children, animals, endangered species that we just decided, here's a chemical to kill all you motherfuckers.
Fuck them up. They're less than us.
Yeah, no.
They live in huts, dude. What
That's
do
why
they
the
matter?
motherfuckers had the exact same feelings y'all did. And the only thing they wanted is you to fuck off
That's
y'all
why
their
they
land.
didn't lose, bitch. That's
Yeah.
why the Viet Cong won.
Yeah, and guess
People
what?
swear up and down they didn't. Yes, the
No,
fuck they
they
did.
fucking
and on
won.
top of it, you guys got shit talked when you got back for following your stupid orders.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry.
You're gonna go invade their home. That's their home.
Like, my thing is, World War II is a great fucking example of I was following orders is not justification.
No. Either
If your
side.
fucking commanding officer tells you to do something that is evil,
Shoot them.
shoot them, deal with the consequences like a fucking man.
And guess what? If their experience from there corrupt, shoot them too.
Get your
and
friends
guess
to
what?
go
If you
and shoot
die,
them.
If you die, at least you go out doing the right thing.
Not to be that guy, great example is in Bane in Star Wars. Fucking when he was in the military, he got told, him and his group, the Gloomwalkers, got told to go take this military outpost in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Just told them, hey, you need to go take it now. And they're like, they have air support that will be grounded at night. We can sneak in and take them out in less than an hour if you just let us wait until nightfall.
But the commanding officer not only disagrees, well, he's really too scared to even consider
Yeah,
it,
because it's
to
not even
bring
that he
it to the higher
disagrees.
ups.
Because, like, in general, like, this guy is not the commanding officer in their platoon. He's the sergeant.
Oh, okay.
So he's, like, second in command. And he only got promoted to second command because he was so good at getting everybody out of trouble. Like, their commanding officer sucked. Like, he did nothing. He had awful battle tactics. This dude's blessed with the Force, so he can predict where they need to be, where enemies are going to come from, how to react. So he's good at maneuvering his squad, training them, getting them ready. And so, like, for majority of their battles, the captain just hands it off to the sergeant and lets him be in charge. And then only when they're on base does he have the illusion that I'm in charge.
Got you.
So anyway, the point of that being, since Bane realizes that the commanding officer's orders will likely get a lot of his men killed.
Also, real quick, the reason I interrupted there was because of the fact that it wasn't that the commanding officer disagreed with Bane's assessment. It was that his commanding officers told him to take it now, and he was too pussy to tell them no.
Got you.
And so he was basically ordering the death of all of them, telling them to go march to their death because I'm too scared to tell my COs no.
Yeah, fuck you.
So anyway, Bane knocks the dude out. He commits treason, a war crime, and goes against what his commanding officer says, knocks him out, locks him up, well, restrains him, and he does it his way. And afterwards, he takes this base, well...
He also
does
sent
his
a
job.
message to the dude's commanding officers and told them, you can move ahead. Because, like, the whole thing is that, like, from where they needed to take this place because they needed to move from here through. So they needed these guys to go capture this base so they can move this, like, high priority targets and subjects through this location. And so they were saying, capture it now. And they're like, well, we need to wait till nightfall. They're like, no, don't wait till nightfall. Do it now. They're like, dude, even if we fucking go now, it's still going to be nightfall before they get here with the fucking group. Even if they left right now. So why not just have them leave? We wait, capture it at nightfall, and we'll have it done before they even get here. And they still said no. So they just radioed them and said, we captured the base. Waited till nightfall, went and captured the base.
So, obviously,
Gets
find
back,
out,
gets arrested.
is sent to be court-martialed.
Instead gets picked up to be a Sith.
Oh.
Because they realized how fucking... They read his record and they're like, yeah, we can tell that this isn't because you're just skilled in battle. This is because you have the Force.
Which
we can
is,
tell how you're maneuvering.
Fair
Those
You
enough.
don't
shots
get
that
caught
you
in
make.
fucking... You don't get caught in ambushes. You fucking can predict the best route into an enemy compound every time. You're the only squad that tends to have almost everybody in your squad live through every altercation. You have a special talent that others don't.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to maneuver, especially when you have like the highest kill counts as well. It's like, oh, you're putting in work and not getting touched.
I wonder why.
I wonder if you're just good at it, or maybe
You're.
he got the Force.
well,
You
that
see
scene
shit
where
coming.
he takes out all the gunners with someone else's rifle in like a matter of seconds. Like a scene that takes minutes to describe is supposedly happening in seconds.
Yeah, it's
and
like-
they hear about that.
What kills me is that like Stefan made a great point when I was talking to him the other day. What the fuck was Disney doing? They have so much great source material
And
to
they fucked
just
it all up.
run with. Just take it and fucking shoot for the stars, yo. You have so much good content. Like, you don't even gotta use copy paste of the original content. You can take that and continue where it left off. Do the Darth Bane series where Xana fucking takes off. Do that. Show us that. What are you fucking doing? You have so much source material to run with, and you make dookie.
Yep.
Fucking
and you have billions
dog
of dollars
shit.
to back
And
you up too. Come on
Let's
now.
point out right now, Xana may have been taken over by Bane, but is she not a way better empowered female character than Rey?
That bitch is so bad, and you know she'd
Like-
have been fine as shit.
Have
That's
you
my
seen the fan art for Xana?
no. That's my
Oh
one
my God, I
regret
gotta
about
show
it
you.
being just a book is like
You can't see this.
in the
bitch.
book she's hot.
Ah.
She's a hot fucking athletic blonde. She's tall and slim.
Well, see here, look at what
Bro.
look like.
Oh my god. Like her whole thing is that she uses the fact that people are attracted to her.
Oh.
She uses it to
Oh,
her
shit.
advantage. She'll just flirt with somebody and get what she wants and then kill them.
Give me a second. I gotta get to something
Sounds like
that's
a great
not
assassin.
ugly bitches cosplaying.
Dude,
Just search up drawing
just search
or fan art.
No, I'm looking for a specific one because I've seen it before.
All I know is
Do the
I'll
same
show
fucking
you in a
thing.
second, though.
she'd be hot.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, if they could find a way to make Margot Robbie be evil,
Who's that?
the bitch who played Harley Quinn,
Oh, got you.
they could do that because she's blonde. But I don't even know. I don't think she's got the right beauty.
I don't think that she would.
Fucking Margot Robbie's got like country girl hot.
Yeah.
Whereas like you need like princess, pristine, like
Cockiness.
you need like elite level genetics, like people who are like just gonna reach the top of society based on how they look, like that type of person,
Got you.
like model type, like fucking people you see in, or Emily Ratajkowski, that fucking one model, perfect example. You don't know who I'm talking about, but like you know Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
She's one of the bitches who hangs out with her.
Ah, got you.
One of those type of like tall, skinny, fucking just beautiful face, symmetric, perfect. That bitch. That's who they would need to play this bitch, and just make her evil.
Damn, I am really
Evil.
struggling to find what I'm looking for.
Like it hurts me how evil that bitch is. And like when I'm listening to it, when I was listening to the book, I was like, damn, this bitch is hot. She'd be so bad. And then you just hear how fucking evil she is, and you're just like, in real life, I would never, ever have a chance being around this woman. Like, even being around her would lead to my death, let alone trying to get with her.
Isn't
No.
that the truth?
It's like, no, it would never work. Like, you die, literally.
Fair enough.
And so, like, that's...
Okay, I'll just show you this one because I can't find anything better.
Maybe if you searched up what I said, you would
I
find
tried
something.
doing that. It
That
was
sucks.
getting a lot of the wrong results.
A lot of fucking half-naked ones.
Yeah, and like really animated ones that don't represent her at all.
Yeah, you probably got.
I like that
anime
one
geeks.
better.
Yes, that's one of the ones that I was looking for.
It was right above the fucking one.
Damn, I'm just blind then.
It's right there.
Yeah, I'm just
I
blind,
didn't blind as shit.
blind and
Yeah,
dumb.
That one's very good. Let me
Yeah, we
turn
know.
up this brightness. How the fuck I do that?
Coming from you.
Only thing I know is I can't wait.
Yeah, that one's good. I don't know how I feel about these dark lines coming off her eyes.
It's makeup.
Was that a thing in the fucking...
I believe it was mentioned in the book. It's some type of makeup that she wears.
I don't remember ever seeing that. Or hearing about it, I mean.
I don't know. She's always depicted with the black lines.
Yeah. Darth Zana. Fan art. Not Fanari. I want to see what this bitch look like. Let's see what y'all... Damn, this is some weak ass shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, there's this one where she's basically naked. She's an anime girl.
Yeah.
That one shocked
I don't know,
me.
but like she's.
Oh,
Wow, you
back
fucking
toss.
suck.
My bad.
I have my vape in my hand.
I'd have just let that land if I was you. I'd have let
I'm
that
saying
just
she
plop.
sucked.
That bitch would have landed.
But she is depicted to be very, very attractive.
Yeah, she'd have been hot. That'd have been nice. That'd have been nice. Oh my god. Just had to imagine a hot bitch. It's always the worst.
That's worked.
Imagine if instead of like looking at porn, you had to imagine a hot woman every time.
That would suck.
You know what's crazy to think about is that's how like most people jerked off for like all of time.
Yeah, for
Was with
90% of the time. No, way more than that. Way more than that. Probably 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, like until there was film for vintage porn, which even then most people didn't have access to.
Yeah. So what? Past
Do you
like 20
think that
years?
there was
Until,
a
like,
time in history
VHS.
where like jerking off wasn't really a thing?
Hell no.
Oh hell no.
Hell
Hell
no.
the fuck no.
You don't think so?
I refuse
no,
to
there
believe.
was sex houses everywhere back then. Whacking off was a thing.
No, it's not so much that I don't think the urge was there. I think that there may have been a time in history where it was unnecessary
Nah.
For what?
Little kids did that shit.
because people were married off so young, and it was
Yeah.
just completely acceptable for men to use women as pleasure whenever they wanted.
They were still whacking off.
You gotta think, most of the time, contraceptives didn't exist. So, like, most of the time, sex was viewed solely as
For reproduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
especially if you're doing the whole we're getting married early thing. And so, like, yeah, you'll fuck a lot because you'll have a lot of kids, but, like, you're not going to be fucking day in, day out.
Yeah.
And especially
You're
as you get older. And, like...
Okay, another question. What about Genghis Khan? How much do you think that he whacked
No.
off?
Now, there's dudes now that don't whack off.
Yeah.
No, but like I'm asking genuinely, do you think he did, or do you think
Hell
all those
no.
If he
bitches it
did,
was
it
satisfactory?
was when he
No.
was very, very young and not very much at all. Like nothing. Like maybe once or twice.
When
just
he
like
was young,
testing.
when he was young, he was probably fighting. He
Yeah.
was not worried about beating his dick.
That's valid.
And then when he became a conqueror, he decided I need offspring, started fucking, and then realized how much he liked that and fucked everyone.
Yeah. That was his whacking off. He just fucked everyone.
Yeah. So like there was no ever intention of that. Whereas like we all grew up whacking our dick.
Because we can't just, go around fucking whoever the fuck we want.
And we're also, not able to release our other primal urges like he could just going around and fighting.
Yeah.
So instead we end up in a room, the lights off, fucking...
If you're not a weirdo.
You jack off with the lights on?
No, if you're not a weirdo. With the lights on.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not a weirdo, you're sitting there and the lights off whacking it.
No, he likes to whack off to anime in the background.
Dude.
Apparently. Every single time, bro.
Look, when we got together,
That's wild.
there was like hardly
We
a single
fucked
time.
anime like
that-
every fucking night. It was just
Uh-huh,
on TV.
And
I understand fucking
so
to it, but like beating off, like
paying
keep it.
attention to it.
Like, I was literally sitting there, I'm beating
So
off,
in-
now let me start
no,
watching
not
the
even
show.
beating
Like just take like
Fucking and paying more
Oh,
attention
yeah.
to the anime than the
That's
fucking because he
wild.
wants the
I was
sexual
watching
pleasure.
TV. Well, fuck
That's
But
it.
he
wild.
was too into that anime
See-
to pay attention to
see,
anything.
that's
That was
not-
also during my brain dead when I was working for PCS. So, like... Oh, sorry.
But like my thing is dude, like I seen a post that's just this chick said, she's like, I went over to this guy's house the other day and he put on this movie and like she said, I went to this dude's house because I wanted to like after a date because I wanted to fuck him, and he put on this movie, and guess what we didn't do? Fuck, because that movie's fucking great. Word of advice: don't put on entertaining shit when you want to have sex.
Yeah.
So now I gotta go over there tonight too. So like. That's my speed. Like that would never happen. I'm not fucking you and paying attention to this. It's either or, and if I'm invested, sex gotta wait, babe. You can wait till bedtime.
No, he always wanted both, especially when he was watching
See, now-
Naruto the first time.
Head?
Now won't
Head
even
watching
watch Naruto with me, by the way. But then it's like,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
like
ride
watching
my
that.
dick while I pay attention to Naruto.
See, I could get head while watching like a show or something. But
I
no.
could understand that more because like,
That's
yeah, you're
happened.
enjoying yourself. You're just
I ain't gotta
watching
do any effort.
something,
I ain't gotta do shit.
But you literally got some pussy wrapped around your dick and you're watching Naruto.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Don't
There's
have
not a thing in the
Invested
world that's
in
gonna
Naruto.
fucking. What else? Huh? Fucking my iPhone? No. Meanwhile, there's
I have no
a
excuse
fucking
for it.
hot pocket wrapped around me. No.
Dude, I have no excuse for it. I was brain dead back then. I was brain dead.
Yeah, dude. I remember when I was dating, my ex and fucking like, I went from jerking it for like 3-4 years to then getting a girl. Like, I got head in there somewhere, and then I got a girl, and then it was just like no masturbation, especially when I moved in with her. Like, as soon as I moved in with her, it was just like,
You're not allowed to touch it. It's not,
dude.
Yeah.
And then, like, there was one day where I think she was at work, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I was just, like, it just popped in my head. I was just like, I haven't done that in, like,
Fucking year.
I don't know how long. When did it? Felt so guilty for some reason. I don't know why. I felt so fucking just like I shouldn't have done that. She's not gonna want. Oh, I can't let her know. And I was just like Like, looking back on it, it's just like, who the
What?
fuck? And, like, the craziest part is, like, she masturbated all the time.
What the fuck was the
All
problem?
the time. Like, I don't know why I had, like, this weird sense about it. Like, I have no idea. Because, like, I don't care about it. Never have. Probably never will.
It's post-nut clarity. I mean, yeah. Whatever the fuck it's called.
But, like, dude, I felt guilty. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. And, like, then I didn't do it again for, like, a while.
You're such a goofball.
I probably didn't do it again until I moved back out.
Really?
Yeah, and I was back in a house by myself, sleeping in a bed by myself.
That's understandable. You're lonely then.
No, I was not. I was relieved.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I
You,
felt
you didn't
good.
get out of a relationship the bad way.
I felt nice having space in my bed. And
Yeah.
when I moved out, we didn't break up.
Yeah. Forgot
Fucking-
about that.
Dude, the first few nights we didn't live together, she needed to fucking come over there and sleep because I can't stand no sleeping alone anymore. I was like, you gonna have to figure that one out, bitch, because you ain't living here.
Yeah?
Dude, was not going.
You know, isn't that Royal Oaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no
No.
fucking way.
No, in a room smaller than that one.
But, yeah, I felt so guilty, didn't do it again for a while.
That's funny as fuck. Dude, I don't give a shit. If I can't fall asleep, dude, I will smoke a little bit, bust a nut, and fall asleep.
Yeah, it's so good.
It should be a sound sleep
Puts
right next
you
to me,
right
too.
to sleep.
You know, overall.
See, now, that's probably something I couldn't do.
She's right next to me, too.
I
I don't give a
couldn't do
fuck.
it.
I don't give a shit.
I couldn't care
No,
less.
the reason I couldn't do it is because I'd do some fuck shit. Like, if you're asleep, I'm going to, like, put it on you and make you wake up to it. It's your problem now, bitch.
I wish that he would do that sometimes. Like, genuinely wish he would do that sometimes. Can't count the number of times I've told
For
him.
the audio
If-
listeners, which is everybody, because we don't have a fucking camera, I am just mouth agape, jaw dropped. I'm flabbergasted
What,
right
you're
now.
flabbergasted by the idea that a girl would want to wake up to a hard dick?
No, he said bust a nut on you and
No,
leave
not
it.
fuck you. Leave
I'd be
cum
fine
on your
with that,
goddamn
too.
forehead so it dries
That would be
overnight.
funny as shit. What bothers
doing
me
it
is
now.
when he wakes me up at 4 in the morning.
Right in the ear.
Just
Right in her fucking ear, Logan. Just like the way you do it is one time when she's passed out and you got up to go to the bathroom or something, you come back in the room and she hasn't moved a muscle, just get it going while you're standing in the room. Hit one standing, come over and just right in her fucking ear. Just right in.
My only request, Logan,
Fuck's sake.
don't do it on a weekend.
Logan, even better, do it into a little tin. Do it
It's
in.
all up in my
Oh,
hair.
yeah,
I
you
didn't
got-
need to walk by my dad like, here, look at me with my hair full of cum.
Yeah, it's valid. I'll give you that one.
Pour it in a cup, syringe it right into her ear. There you go.
Right up her nose.
That way there's no drippage, there's no fucking
Yeah, I
mess.
prefer
It's
nose to
right where
ear.
you want it.
Put
No,
a
fuck
nose
what you
and
want.
ear. Nose
The whole-
and ear.
this is the
Like
whole point,
a-
is that you're not supposed to like it.
Why?
Cause I'm fucking with you. That's what I'm saying, is I would
Wake
bother.
up, bust a nut, and go to sleep. It's supposed to be insulting.
Like, not insulting, but like it's a nuisance. Like, you gotta deal with
okay.
this now.
Yeah.
Ha ha, bitch.
Fuck you.
And if I do your nose, you're gonna wake up.
Yeah, that's true. You
At
don't
that
be.
point, just do hair.
You just said no hair.
No,
No,
she
I
said
said
don't do it.
do it on a weekend where I have to walk to the shower in front of my dad and have me stop to
Figure it
talk.
out.
Yeah, hold on.
Figure it out. It's
Put
on
it
you.
up. At least when it's crusty, it'll come out your hair easier.
Nah.
No. it
Really?
doesn't.
It sucks.
No, it's not easier wet.
I've been
or
pretty
dry.
good about that. I don't think I've ever busted a nut in a girl's hair before.
You haven't mine. We were just specifically already in the bathroom so I could wash it out.
Oh, okay. That doesn't matter then.
You ever done the this is probably too graphic for us to get on with. We'll probably end the podcast. But
Where we at before we keep this going?
well, we're like 2 hours easily. Yeah.
2 hours
2:30.
30. Sweet.
So I'll cut some out of there. Yeah, that was Chef's Pot, episode 8. Yeah.
Yep.
So thank you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications.
Have a great day.
And if your mother gets stuck in her washing machine, call me.